guys have been adventuring. Oh, we're no longer there. You guys are adventuring in the land of Toivoa, specifically down here in the town of Nausha, where you guys have just arrived at the port. You pulled in there from the land of Shu, where you guys have unleashed a couple of nasty things that you need to clean up. Or maybe not. We'll see. But you are investigating the history of Sweet August Rose and Echo Rex, along with exploring the truth of religion with Cecilia and trying to track down a demon for the rest of the party. So, as you guys pull into Nausha, you guys are out in the bay. Do you want to pull up to the dock, or do you want to come ashore on a small boat?
I think we want to go to shore on a small boat. I don't. Yeah, we're arriving at night, aren't we?
Yes.
Yeah, let's come ashore on a yacht on what? Yeah, on the small boats, and then maybe tomorrow we'll pull up to the dock, depending on what kind of business we're going to do.
Awesome. So as you guys pull up in one of the small boats, it's going to be about 11 o'clock at night. The streets, there's a couple people on the streets, but it's mostly sailors and partiers, drunkards and whores. What would you like to do?
I think we want to eat and sleep, don't we? Maybe
a bath.
Yeah.
I want a bath.
Bath. Yeah.
Okay. So you guys want to go ahead and find a place to stay? Awesome.
Bathhouse.
A bathhouse? Okay. Cool. Let me go ahead and get over to the bathhouse here.
Maybe we'll sample some of the nightlife, but I think first is bath and secure place to sleep.
Sure. So as you go looking for a bathhouse, you're going to find a place that's labeled D's and B's. It's a fairly nice place, clean, but it's all themed in greens and yellows.
I can't say this is my color choice, but you know, I think getting clean is a little bit more important than my aesthetic.
Man, I had a little moment of panic there for a second.
I was like, is Eric gonna make a culture joke at us right now? Yeah, I thought he was gonna do the same thing.
Is it a nice place?
It looks pretty nice, pretty expensive. It's probably going to cost you a gold, maybe 2, to get your bath done here.
Yeah, I think that's the way to go.
Amer's already walked inside.
All right, as you walk inside, go ahead. What were you going to say?
I was about to say, yeah, Sweet August Rose is just, walking with her hands behind her back, just quietly observing the city. She's never been here before, so.
Cool.
Yeah, she's just taking it in.
It's a very different architectural design from the Land of Shu. Instead of having the swirling edges and eaves, this is very European, English and German Bohemian style of house. Not Bohemian, that's a wrong word, but English and German style, maybe a little bit of Swiss in there as well. But as you guys walk in, behind the counter, there is a gentleman, and he's very buff, and he's just wearing a green vest, silk vest, with trim that's yellow and beaded, and he looks up at you completely bald. His skin is tinged with green. He has green eyes that are slit-pupiled. He looks up at you guys. Ah, welcome to D's and B's. Are you here as a group, or are you individuals?
Amer goes, group, there'll be 6 of us.
6. Excellent.
There's male and female separate, correct?
If you wish.
They're gonna wish.
I mean, this isn't shoe anymore, right? I mean, right?
No,
It
not
is not.
It is
No,
in fact
welcome
very
to
much not
Nausha.
shoe.
This is D's and B's in Nausha. No. We
There'll
do
be-
not have a shoe location, not yet. The franchise has not been established.
So it'll be 2 women and 4 men, please.
Ah, come with them. And he pulls on a little rope, and you hear chimes up in the air all around you, and very slowly and gracefully, 4 women come from the left-hand side and 2 men from the right-hand side, and they're all very, very tall and very buff, and they all have this green tint to their skin, and they're all wearing this very nice silk uniform of a vest with loose pants, kind of very Persian style. And the 4 women bow to you, as do the 2 men, and they gesture to the beaded curtain for you guys to separate and go behind.
How much do I owe you, sir?
After service. For entry, it would be 1 gold. For bath, it is 1 gold. For additional services, it is 1 gold.
Okay, so I just wanted to get a main line here. Okay, after services, perfectly fair, sir. And Amer's already like loosening his shirt as he walks through the men's side of the beaded curtain.
Oh, Jesus.
As you
Wait.
go past, you smell that potent tea tree oil crossed with tiger balm smell on these guys.
Does Echo recognize their race? These green tinted.
With a history check, please. These are 1T.
Okay.
And the women do not have hair either. They are all bald.
I mean, they're snakes, aren't they?
Yeah,
Makes sense.
but some 1T do have hair, especially in humanoid form. It's just these ones specifically do not. It is a, frankly, a establishment style.
Anyways, right. Oh, I need to tell you some things, Cecilia. I guess we can wait until we're inside.
Yeah, sure. Are these men? Are the men for us? I talked to the guy up front.
No, the ladies will take the ladies, the men will take the men. It
Ah,
is, unless you wish for different.
No. It's just there's 4 women and there's 2 women and there's. Yeah, sorry. Yeah. I just didn't know where I was going. This is all very new. It's all very new to me. So.
It is okay. You are welcome at D's and B's. If you have need of me, my name is Damaja. I will put that in chat because people like knowing. Here you go.
Okay.
Again,
Thank you.
make yourself comfortable. The water is very hot. Take your time and become accustomed to it before bathing, immersing.
All right, we will. Thank you.
Of course. And he will sit down and bow his head in deference to you guys. And you guys are free to go into the back of the bathhouse.
Stay there.
Okay?
The moment he said go through the curtain, he was already walking that way.
Sure. As you go behind the curtain, the place is immaculate. It is completely jade tiled from the beaded curtain on back, and it slopes downwards into a deep pool that is slowly bubbling with water that steams from where you're at. It is going to be exceedingly hot, as they have tapped into a very strong heat source in order to heat this water for their comfort.
Yeah, this is probably like super nice for Brennan. I think that he's kind of apprehensive in watching the other people. It's not really something he's used to.
Sure. As you guys head back into the back, they have little stalls, and in the stalls, you are directed towards one each, and they pull a curtain that is also a green fabric closed so that you guys can change. There are green and yellow robes with green and yellow towels, green and yellow slippers, and a green and yellow pair of gloves, oddly, in there as well. Everyone going in and getting changed?
Yeah. Sweet August Rose will, get changed. She'll once again hide the ring on her necklace underneath her clothes.
Cool.
And yeah, she'll just get in and she'll look at Cecilia and she'll just be like, so probably going to experience some culture shock. You're going to get a lip from men, like a lot of lip, because that whole men being slave thing isn't a thing over here.
Yeah.
As you slide into the
100%.
water, two of the women will go, one on either side of you, will guide you into the pool, follow you in. And as you get in there, they produce soap and a brush and will begin bathing you.
Yeah. She'll just let them do her back first, and she'll just look at Cecilia and just be like, so yeah, don't lose your head when men give you talk back or look at you in the eyes or exist in your general direction.
Yeah. No problem. The only trouble that I've actually had with men is those outside of Shu, right? The ones inside of Shu are completely respectful, whether they're slaved or freed themselves. The people here are actually just vile.
Yeah,
But you do realize that's part of the culture, that if men were to talk back and be disrespectful, they'd probably have their heads cut off.
Are you with the women or are you with the men?
Did you take
Echo.
Echo with you?
Hell yeah, I'll take Echo with me. I don't fucking care about Echo. Echo's a kobold.
yeah,
Oh,
he's
yeah,
a kobold. He can go either way. So
That's right.
He can
Which
go
way did Echo go?
interspecies.
That's the question.
Brennan's
Which way
freaked
did Echo
out.
go?
Where are
Did
you
you
at,
go
Echo?
Men or the women,
yeah,
Echo?
I guess with the women, Echo hasn't found anybody that he's attracted to yet, one way or the other. I mean,
Yeah.
he hasn't run into that.
I mean,
Oh,
yeah,
A certain
would
someone?
yeah, I was just saying it would be weird for him to be attracted to all these mammals. It's kind of sick, bro. I'm sure you knew that one kobold who was really into them, and you probably made fun of him. But
These are Wan T. I mean, I don't know anything about Wan T, but aren't they snakes? Is that more your style? Sorry, not to talk down to all of you as she's being bathed and led into the. I was just curious. I don't know.
It's almost like these people can't hear you because they are not reacting to anything you say.
See, honestly, this is the kind of service I prefer. I hate it when you get into a carriage and you pay your gold and they ask for a tip and they try to talk to you the entire time.
Oh yeah.
Well,
I agree.
you're gonna have to get used to it.
Or what?
Just make things more difficult.
You're speaking to me about making things difficult. That's an interesting perspective.
When in Reston, do as the Restoners do.
I will
I
not be
think
making
Brendan-
too much of a fuss.
Yeah, just letting you know. You are your own person. I mean, just don't want there to be any surprises in the future.
Brendan's
So on
gonna
the
come
guys,
out.
good.
He's gonna come out slowly, but this is kind of off and weird for him. He's
Yeah.
gonna bring one of his short swords and place it next to the pool.
Cool.
As you walk in there, Amer's already neck deep in the water with a towel wrapped around his hair on his head, and his eyes closed. He's just totally zoned out while the people clean him. It's he's just as pretty much oblivious to the world as they are. Just nothing is entering his head right now.
The man that is currently scrubbing Amer is easily 6'3", a good 240. He's a very large reptilian man, and he is bathing Amer while dressed in this green vest with green pants. He's scrubbing him, and he pulls out a glove that has what looks like shark skin on one side, and he's going to try to scrub Amer with a shark skin glove.
Amer, he's again. Amer's oblivious. He could be cleaned with sandpaper, and he wouldn't even notice it right now.
That's exactly what's happening.
Yep, and Amer's just taking it. He is so happy to be clean.
And yeah, we have been on that boat for like a week. Yeah.
Cecilia.
No, I'm just saying.
All right. So, you guys will spend however long you want here. Is there anything you want to discuss while bathing, guys?
Amer's he's not going to say anything to anyone. He's just going to be bathed. He's like, you can tell he's like in his Zen place right now. After a week on a boat, he is just like all of the boat stress and like salt water and everything is like seeping out of him, and he's just like totally putting that aura, that coldness aura, like, you know, like, don't even talk to me.
Yep. For the first time in almost a week, you are sitting still, no rocking about, in a warm, quiet place.
So is someone washing Brennan, or is he just kind of on the side?
Yeah, no, the other Wanty, once you came out, he walks next to you on your left side, and when you walk into the water, he's right there, and he pulls out a large ball of soap, and he will, unless you resist, he will begin soaping you up. And he's going to start at the bottom, like your feet, and scrub upwards to your head.
All right, Brennan gets the feeling from Amer, so he's not going to say anything, but I think his reaction to all is very tense and apprehensive, having someone... Yeah.
Jerry
About
will
halfway
request,
through... Go ahead, Jerry.
Jerry will request his servant to go double team Amer, while my unseen servant is the one who's washing me.
Okay. It will take a moment for you to get the guy's attention, but once you do, he's able to read your lips and goes over to help Amer. And your unseen servant will help you out. About halfway through your bath, you guys will feel some little tickles on your skin as little fish begin nibbling and exfoliating you.
No, the natural
It's
way.
it's a fancy treatment here. And the gentleman just ignore that and will continue getting you guys clean.
Jerry
After you're done, go ahead.
Jerry will spread his cheeks just so the fish can get really deep in there.
Thank you
Squats
for
in
They'll
that.
there.
do a good job.
Oh, God.
Don't close them too tight. You might get something stuck up there.
For the first time you've heard ever, Jerry giggles a little bit when this happens.
Oh, man.
That was pretty funny.
So once you guys are clean, you guys will emerge from the water, followed by these assistants. And there are massage tables off to the side if you'd like to get a massage.
Is this the additional services, or is there... I guess. I don't know. I'm going to lay down.
You go lay down? Okay. The women will come over and give you a massage. Brennan?
He's not going to. He's going to go get dressed and wait out front.
Okay.
Yeah.
They will also offer you a sauna to cook off if you so desire.
No, he's good.
Okay.
He's going to wait
Yeah.
for everybody.
Yeah, Sweet August Rose is gonna do the same. She's gonna go partying, so no point in doing all this because she's probably gonna get filthy again. So, yeah, how much gold is it just to come in for the bath?
It's 2 gold.
All right, she'll hand them the two, and she'll give three just to be nice.
Okay.
And let me just.
Our thanks to you, lovely lady.
No
You are
problem.
welcome back in D's and B's whenever you wish to come.
Of course.
Aimer's in the
And,
sauna.
Yeah, she'll just walk out once she has, everything cleaned, and she'll actually just sit outside and people watch. Yeah, she's kind of lost in her own thoughts.
Sure, you're going to see a variety of people walking by. Again, it's the nightlife. It's midnight by the time you got out of the bathhouse. So, yeah, it's, some seedy people here and there. Can I get you to roll a perception check as you are currently alone outside?
I think Brennan's with me.
Is Brendan? Oh, yeah, Brendan would be with you. Yep.
Yeah.
So Brendan can roll a perception check as well.
Okay. That's fine. Yeah, I walk out.
So perception check for Brennan. Wow. Brennan, you're going to catch sight of a blonde-haired girl. She's probably about 5'1", pretty short and looks pretty young. She's kind of watching the bathhouse and just sitting off across the street in an alleyway, scoping you guys out.
Yeah, so I point her out. I'm with Sweet August Rose, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah,
Up front.
yeah. So I just point in that direction. Not blatantly, but what Sweet August Rose? What she seems kind of young to be out this late. What do you think is going on?
Well, it could be anything. She could be an urchin and scoping out rich people to mug. She could be just trying to find information to sell it later. Or she could just be bored and doing the same thing I'm doing and just watching people. It could be a lot of things.
Yeah, Brennan says, "Yeah, you're right," and he's gonna keep watching.
Okay.
I look at him and just be like, "Do you want me to talk to her?"
And just says, "Well, if you would like to, I
How
have nothing to talk to her about."
Okay, how far away, like how wide is the street?
The streets here are 15 feet wide.
So she's only about like 30 feet away ish.
Yeah, about 30 feet. Yeah.
Okay.
Easily just 6 seconds away.
And it's midnight, so
Yep.
yeah, Sweet August Rose will wait until like a large group passes in on the road between her and the young girl, and she'll pull a Batman. She'll shadowport behind the girl, and
Okay. Cool.
Yeah, so Brennan's still not there. Yeah.
All right. Now, are you doing this sneakily, or are you popping out just to scare her and confront her?
oh no, she'll just be right behind her, and she'll just kind of lean down while the girl's watching and just be like, "So what you looking at?" Just like, over her shoulder.
I'm looking at the girl of. Wow. Well, now that's a trick. And she looks up at you. So, how'd you learn to do that?
Years of practice.
Really?
Yes.
I know someone who does something similar, but he was born with it.
Oh, well, I was adopted by it. You could say.
Ooh.
Sorry, I had to. I'm sorry.
He's stuck.
You're not sorry.
I'm not sorry. It made me laugh, and that's the important thing.
Oh, yeah.
So she just nods. So, is there anything I can help you with, young lady?
Well, you could teach me how to do that neat trick.
No, it would take far too much time to do anything like that.
You'd be surprised. I can learn very, very quickly.
Sure. I mean, it took me about 80 years or so to learn how to do it, but
80 years? You look too young. Oh, you're an elf.
mm-hmm.
I understand. Got it. See, I haven't been alive for 80 years yet. I'm only 11, so, still kind of coming into my own. But, who's the guy? He's kind of cute.
Oh, really? Well, you should, go and tell him that. He's very friendly.
Well, I don't know. I mean, I'm a little young to be approaching guys in the dark,
Oh, I guarantee he's a big old teddy bear. He wouldn't do anything like that. Anything untowards.
Will you introduce me?
Sure. What's your name?
My name's Olivia Smedward, and she stands at attention and holds out her hand, very forward and self-assured.
I will shake her hand. Well, Olivia, it's a pleasure to meet you. My name is Rose.
Nice to meet you, Rose. And she shakes your hand very firmly and with a hearty shake. Just one. She lets go. Well, let's go meet your friend, Miss Rose.
Sure.
What's her name? What's his name?
His name is Brennan.
Brennan. That's a cool name.
Yeah.
Sounds like he could be in a band.
I actually don't know if he's in a band or not. I don't think I've ever seen him play an instrument.
Okay, so out of character, I need you to roll a perception check, please.
Yeah, I'm going to be checking my pockets.
Yeah.
I haven't heard from Olivia in a long time.
11.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Oh, shit.
So sometimes
Wow.
the dice want to tell a story.
Yeah, like I have my +8. Like this is the first time I've ever failed a perception check.
She smiles. Let's go meet your friend Brennan. Where are you guys from, by the way, as you start walking across the street?
Oh, we're from all over the place. Most of them are from Shu, though.
Really? On a Cervantes ship?
Yeah, it's a funny story. Also, that's totally not a Cervantes ship. That is bought and paid for.
Really?
Yes.
Never heard of Cervantes selling a ship. But that's
Well,
cool.
Bought in blood.
Is it true that when you're over in Shu, you're the boss of all the guys?
Oh, yes. There's another person in my party who could tell you all about that. She's very friendly. Her name is Cecilia. You should probably talk to her when you get a chance. She's still in the bathhouse, though.
I'd love to do that. They don't let me in the bathhouse. Something about the water being a little too warm. That, or I think there's guys in there a little too cute for me. I don't know. Hi, I'm Olivia. You're Brennan, right?
Yeah, Brendan just looks up from the ground, kind of put offish, and says, "Yes, nice to meet you."
Nice to meet you too. So, what are you doing here in Nausea if you came from Shu?
He kind of takes a few steps back and turns around and says, "About to get loaded. Why?"
That's an excellent idea.
Yeah, they don't let me drink alcohol yet either.
Now they
I do
should
sneak it
anyway.
sometimes, but I don't really like it. It kind of tastes icky, It's got that bitter taste that sticks in the back of your throat. It's just not great. That I don't feel like looking like that guy. And as a large, bald man walks by, weaving and bobbing, he goes into the alley you guys just exited and vomits.
Yeah, that's probably the plan later tonight. That's why I didn't bother with any of the extra services.
Got it. So, I'm not going to go drinking with you guys. I just wanted to say hi and wanted to see the outsiders. So, I think I will catch you guys later. Yeah. Nice meeting you, Brennan. Rose. Your ship out in the bay. What's the name of the ship?
Don't worry about
Brendan
it.
says, "I forget," and he goes back into the massage place, bathhouse.
Well, I know when I'm being avoided. All right. Fair enough. You guys keep your secrets. I'll find out eventually anyway.
Enjoy
Have
the
a good
gold.
night. And she starts walking away.
God damn it. How much should I lose so I can mark it on my sheets?
It's awesome.
Lose anything.
Oh, really?
You did not lose anything.
Oh, then
Like a
what'd
sheet.
she...
Maybe you accidentally gained something.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't see anything, but...
Eric's really good at editing your sheet without you knowing. The worst thing about the digital age is he just puts shit on there.
To be fair, if I do in-person games, I do ask for everyone's character sheet at the end of sessions, so that I can actually do that in person too. So,
But yeah, so yeah, look, Brennan, we've only been here an hour and we're already making friends. How nice is that? This is why Reston is a much better country than Shu.
Brennan says it's wonderful, isn't it?
Yeah. So about getting loaded,
Yeah.
I think I'm gonna hit you up on that later once everyone else is done. Let's see what they want to do. Hopefully it doesn't take too long.
Yeah. I was about to check in to see if they're finished yet, so we can get going.
Yeah. Yeah. I feel like tonight is a good night for getting drunk. Hopefully just blackout drunk. To the point where, no memories.
okay. Well, it's about that time that the rest of the people will be coming out. Cecilia, you had what, massage? What else?
I was more looking for an excuse to just be with Echo to talk things out. So if he was going to walk out on me while I lay down on the massage table, I was going to be like, Echo, you gonna join in? I'm sure they're actually very good at scaled individuals here. If you'd like to stay for a massage.
Actually, I think that's not a bad idea. But instead of massage, Echo will try to get one of the guys' attention, or I guess one of the women's attention.
Yep.
And he's going to try and explain that he wants them to go get a bristle brush. And instead of being massaged, he wants to be brushed down with a bristle brush.
They have exactly the right thing on the wall on a rack of tools. And they will go get a large bristle brush, and they know exactly what you're asking for.
Very good. I think that's what Echo would want.
A little while into the massage sesh, probably pretty loud brushing. I'm just going to kind of bring up in the space. So this is just a stop on our way out. Is there anything specific that you're trying to accomplish while we're in the free world, I guess?
No, I think Brennan, I think we do need a little relaxation. I think that I don't want to stick around too long. I mean, I don't want to leave tomorrow, but we are dragging around a Savaltis ship.
Cervantes. Yeah.
Yeah, that thing seems to be very highly recognizable, and it draws a lot of questions. So we need to figure out how to properly deal with that. Maybe trade ships with some unlucky idiot. I don't know. But I think Brennan needs an upgrade for sure. I noticed he struggled a couple of times. But other than that, I don't think there's anything here other than trade, and I think let's try to do some honest trade. Maybe even make a name for ourselves as traders. I don't know.
Sure. I mean, let's not forget our objectives. But I did not always plan to spend the majority of my life in Shu, and so I would just kind of like dances around something awkwardly. I would, I guess, like to get a sense of what it is like here as well. So maybe we can go, obviously shopping, because I have some furs, and then we also brought some cosmetics back. So I have some things to sell, do some fair trade. I don't know who I would trade with. Normally I look for a woman, but now I have to look for, I guess, I don't know, whoever's in charge. I'm sure I can ask around. But maybe see some of the local, what they do. I don't know, local culture, what they do around here, if they have things that are entertainment or, yeah.
Yeah, so I've done a little bit of travel recently, but I have memories of a lot of different cultures and a lot of different cities, and they're all unique. I mean, even the food, if the food is the same food, it's prepared differently in all these different cities. And so, if you have one dish and you go to another town, you can't expect it to be prepared the same way. And it's always kind of fun and interesting to see how the local culture is. And if you haven't been out in the world, now's the time to do it.
Yeah. Back in the Plaza of the Gods, I remember holding your hand as we walked, as we essentially obliterated as we went to the mausoleum where Imkel stood, or where he ascended, I guess, where his corpse was. And I remember you telling me to keep an open mind, and that is what I've been trying to do. So, as long as you will hold my hand through it, in this instance, I will try. As she kind of grits her teeth, you can't see her, but you can hear it, as I will try to hold my patience.
Yeah. So out of everybody in our group, or such an odd group, I must say, I think you're handling things really well. I'm not sure if anybody else in our group could handle what you're going through. And so, yeah, I think you're doing fantastic. And I think everybody in our group, even Amir and Gerald, they're all on your side. So it's not just me. I think you've got the whole group behind you. Whatever you're going through, we'll help you through it.
She lets that kind of hang in the silence of the room as the brushing keeps going, and as the people massage, and you cannot see her, but you receive a warm reception from the room, as she does not confirm it, but you know it's there.
Yeah, I think Echo's just going to enjoy himself, and he likes being scratched. So it's a good experience. It's a good experience for him. Yeah, exactly.
Cool.
And the water was almost hot enough.
The women next to you look at you and will mime hotter and cock their heads sideways, questioning.
Hotter, yeah. But
one of them will go to the back. You'll see her go around the backside of the pool, around the outside edge, and she will go through a door at the back. The water begins to boil feverishly, just absolutely roiling boil. She comes out and gestures to the water.
Very good. Yeah, Echo will definitely give it a shot.
Okay. I need a Constitution saving throw, please.
Let's
see. Ooh, you are resistant to fire damage, correct?
Let's see. I think I can be resistant to fire damage. Let me look, because I don't have like the regular. Let's see, elemental affinity.
Okay.
Let's see. I can gain I can use a sorcery point in order to gain resistance to fire.
All right. Would you like to, as you step into the water, and it is quite definitely hot enough, perhaps a little too hot?
Yeah, I think he might do that.
Cool. Because you're resistant and got a 17 area Constitution saving throw, you will not take any damage and simply have the hottest bath of your life.
Yeah, I'm going to enjoy it.
Cool. So, anything else you guys want to do on the ladies' side?
No, I'm good.
All right. We slide the camera pan right through the wall to the men's side, where we find Jerry and Amer.
Amer just got out of the sauna, and he's walking around with only a towel on his head.
Okay.
And he's smiling. He's got the biggest cheeky Amer grin on his face. And he walks to the host and he's like, where can I get some clothes similar to yours. I'm starting this green and gold is starting to warm on me.
Ah, the uniform of D's and B's. We provide, if you so like, for 1 gold.
Absolutely. Amer goes, and Amer pulls out 5 gold because you can see he got bath,
Yep.
he got the sauna and the clothes and then the tip. So Amer will give him 5 gold.
Okay.
for
Enjoy.
his surf.
Complimentary towel.
Oh, I do love complimentary towels. Amer says as he smiles and starts getting dressed and
And this is one of those towels that is way too fluffy for storing in a closet. It's one of those towels that has to be laid out somewhere because it doesn't fit on any shelves.
Oh, that's the best. Amer has this over his shoulder as he walks out. He's wearing his like swankiest clothes that he brought with him.
Sure.
So he walks out of the bathhouse just looking absolutely refreshed and absolutely fancy.
Cool. All right. So you're wearing your fancy clothes. Jerry, what are you doing as Amer has sprung for the whole 9 yards, except for the massage?
So just to clarify, did Cecilia stay to continue getting a massage and Echo left? Or
They were both over on the ladies' side. They're going to be the last ones out here, unless you want to delay as well.
No, I just didn't know because I know Echo went back to the bath. I didn't know if Cecilia also did that.
I
no, I
don't
would
think
boil-
Cecilia's
I would
going into
boil
that
off.
hot of a bath.
Yeah. No, I'd be wrapping up. I can be in the lobby if that's what you want.
No, I was gonna try to convince the masseuse to come out, and I was gonna try to sneak in there and massage you.
Oh, I would have annihilated you. Don't even think about it. Let me just above the table let you know there's no whiz save that I would roll that would stop me from absolutely putting a knife in your chest.
Okay, well, either way, it's not gonna get to happen now. So yeah, Jerry will just Jerry's been asleep then for the past like 45 minutes while his invisible compatriot has just been rubbing his body.
Sure.
And then I will kind of
All
wake
over.
up and realize that like nobody else is there, and now the water's kind of cold.
The water's not going to get cold. It does not get cold.
Okay, which will probably explain why he's been asleep this whole time.
Yep.
So then he'll kind of just like casually kind of sit up and scratch his head, and then get dressed and walk out.
All right. Have wonderful time. Please pay for services. 2 gold, please.
Have you been in the room this whole time, or is this the person at the front?
The person at the front as you trying to leave.
I thought there was a creepy person just sitting behind me in the room.
No.
You underestimate my sneakiness.
Don't
yeah.
underestimate this guy's sneakiness. He's up there.
I will hand 3 gold.
Ah, many thanks for you. Yes. You are welcome at D's and B's whenever you wish. Do come again.
Jerry is trying his hardest not to do a D's nuts on this person, and we'll walk
I have
out.
many thanks for not these nuts.
And walk out and try to find some apples or oats or something for Atlas.
Okay, you go outside and you're going to look for a stable or someplace to get food for Atlas. Awesome.
And I'll be.
You know, Atlas is currently on the celestial plane at home and able to eat whatever the hell he wants, right?
I will bring him back to the material plane and clip-clop around on him.
Okay.
Nice.
There is a stable. It would be. Let me go to my
It
reference.
doesn't need to be
sheet.
stable food. Like if there's just like a fruit vendor, I'll just buy a bucket of apples.
The fruit vendor would be closed at this time of night because it is midnight.
Okay, yeah.
But yeah, you can go over to the stables, which is 1, 2, 3, 4 doors down from where you're at, and you're able to get, some oats and a couple apples. They even have a couple sugar cubes.
Nice. And I'll comb and brush Atlas, get him all washed up. Actually, I'll use my invisible slave to do all the washing while I just feed.
Sure.
Feed him all the food, and then get him all cleaned up, and then kind of start clopping around and looking for the rest of the party.
Sure. Awesome. Well, you did pass Brennan, as you left the place, Rose went off to go get drunk somewhere. Brennan, are you going to be going with Rose?
Yes, yeah, I would have followed with Rose.
Okay. So
You notice that Amer actually followed Jerry, and while he wasn't looking, was tying bells to Atlas's tail.
Okay. Awesome.
Wouldn't that be something I would
roll your sleight of
hear
hand?
immediately?
Well,
I need a stealth and a sleight of hand, please. Where did you get the bells from?
I have a bell. I guess it's just the one bell I have.
Oh, you're going to give him more cowbell. Got it.
Yep. Gotta have more
Nice.
cowbell. I do have one bell actually in my character sheet, so yes, he's getting the one. He's getting the one bell. It's
Cool.
a big bell. Okay, stealth. It's a normal roll for stealth.
Yeah.
32.
I don't think anyone notices you. Attaching a bell to a horse.
I can roll. I can roll on that one and still have a 20 on my sleight of hand.
Yep. All right. So you don't know how it got there, Gerald, but there is a clang clang coming from the back end of your horse.
He will not, now that he took the effort to be up on the horse, he will not want to take the effort to get off the horse at the moment.
Okay. So as you take on the role of Night Crier in Nausea, clang
Nice.
clang, clang
Can I see if
clang.
my can I see if I can roll like a nat 20 on my horse to see if he
Sure,
notices the sleight of hand?
of course. Well, it's worth a shot.
Yep. I wanted my horse to just drop kick Amer. With
Oh, it would have been awesome. Just
Actually, that would have been awesome. I'm not gonna lie. Yeah.
all right. So, Miss Rose and Brennan, you guys go looking for the nearest tavern. As you walk down 3 doors, you're going to find the Shattered Jackal Tavern. As you walk inside, it's a bustling place. There's people from all sorts of different species in here. Not just humans, not even all necessarily humanoids. You will see a Thrycreen, a Thryceen, who is a bug person. You're going to notice a couple crystalline forms over on the side. And in charge of this whole establishment, there is a 7-foot gnoll. He is very robust. His fur is black as night, and he's got 2 big white streaks that go down from his eyebrows down his back. He turns and looks at you guys as you enter. On his left, off of the left side of his mouth, he's got a red tooth that dangles out of his mouth like a crocodile's tooth. He looks over at you. Ah! Welcome into the Shattered Jackal. Who be ya? Don't matter. Pull up a chair.
Yeah.
He's totally at home.
Ah.
Yeah, so yes, Sweet Eyes Rose, goes to the bar, and she looks at Brennan, and she's just gonna look at him. Have you ever heard of a drink called tequila?
Tequila. This is one that they pour the water over the cactus, right? And they ferment that.
I'm talking to Brennan, but
Oh, sorry. I just kind of eavesdropping there. Sorry, it's a bartender thing.
well,
It's
that
a
being said,
bartender. Yeah, just give me something.
You want some of the good tequila? Let's see. Cervantes Gold. There you go. And he brings out what looks like, frankly, piss. And he pours this bright gold liquid into a shot glass for each of you. All right, that's going to be 1 silver piece each.
yeah, I'll pay him for it.
Thank you very much. Thank you. You're new here, ain't you? You're not one of my regulars.
Brendan just kind of turns his face and he says, "To Cervantes Gold," and drinks.
Yeah,
Ah,
to Cervantes Gold, and yeah, she'll drink it.
Ah. And he watches expectantly as he puts the stopper back on the bottle. I need you both to roll Constitution saving throws. Need a 10, please.
Constitution saving throw. Ah, man, I am. Tonight's not my night.
Awesome. You wanted to get drunk. You have gotten drunk.
Oh,
It was
This
actually
is
just
good,
piss.
good stuff. Both of you are equally drunk,
Nice.
as this is easily the strongest tequila you have ever tasted. And it is not just straight alcohol tequila. This is that tequila that is full flavored and bold. It's the kind that kicks you on your butt and you're like, I want more of that, but I really shouldn't
well, yeah.
because it burns on the way down.
Well, she wasn't old enough to drink it before, so she's just gonna be like, leave the bottle.
Leave the bottle.
Yeah, and
That'll do as long as you pay for the 10 gold it's going to cost you.
10 gold for a whole bottle, damn.
For the
All right,
bottle? Yeah. All you got was a shot.
Yeah, you know what? She'll pay for it. So
Okay.
let me mark that off on my sheet.
And there you go. And go ahead and add a custom item. That is a bottle of Cervantes Gold Tequila.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
It
10.
won't be. It'll just be the bottle eventually.
Eventually,
Not
it'll
the-
just be the
it'd
be. But yeah.
I mean, we're
Is
gonna-
there a worm in this? Or like a scorpion or something cool, you know?
In the Cervantes one, it is a goat embryo.
What?
Ooh, yeah.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Okay, but okay, just add a custom item. Okay.
Yeah.
I don't know how to do that.
So while they're doing that, Brendan's gonna pour another one.
Okay.
Yeah,
You guys are already suffering from beer goggles, and your balance is thrown off.
I mean, I'm just gonna continue drinking with Brennan. I'll share the bottle with him. Yeah.
Okay. With your current Constitution saving throws, you guys will be able to survive 3 shots before falling unconscious.
They might go unconscious.
Okay.
You're gonna go unconscious. Brennan just said, "I'm gonna go unconscious." I'm like, okay, cool.
So, yeah. I mean, that's his character. Yeah. So just he'll small talk. So yeah, this is pretty strong. I mean, this is tequila. You said?
Yeah. You know, I've never actually had it. It's actually pretty good.
The guy
It's hot.
comes, the large knoll comes over. You know why they call it tequila, right?
No idea. Tell me, please.
Because if you drink too much, it's gonna to kill you.
The delayed laugh.
Oh, well,
Such a
she's
drunk
drunk.
thing.
Yeah, she is drunk. She took her a while to get it. So, yeah, she starts laughing, and yeah, she just looks at Brennan. I mean, actually, you know what? I'm just gonna say I don't know what she's doing. She's drunk.
Brendan's happy. He's more talkative. You know. So,
Okay.
yeah, you're a fun person. I'm glad that glad we came out and we're able to talk. And as he does that, he's gonna pour his third drink.
Easy. You gotta pace yourself. Just pace yourself. It's a marathon, not a sprint. I mean, the night's young. It's only like what 12:30. I say as I look at the.
Yeah, it's about 12:30.
Yeah, we got like another 3 or 4 hours before we should get some rest.
Brendan
A
says,
bar
"You know
fight
what?
breaks out behind you guys.
Oh yeah, she's just going to. She's gonna slam her hand down. She's gonna take off her sword and put it on the bar. Look at the knoll, just be like, "Hold on to this." Jeez.
Yeah, behind the bar. There it goes. And the name was, for recollection.
Rose. And yeah, she is going to at least look at Brennan and just be like, you know what? I like you too. And this is just, think of this as my apology for the wayward direction we've been going the last the last week. and then she'll hand him the rest of the bottle, and then she'll just dive into the bar fight.
All right, cool. How many hit points do you have total?
70 something.
Can
What
I
I
get you
got?
to roll a 1d70?
1d70.
How many hit points of damage are you going to take during the bar fight? You're going to take 30 points of damage during the bar fight.
Hey.
People are throwing chairs, smashing bottles. It's a general ruckus, but you're going to have fun.
Yeah, I think she'll do pretty good because unarmed fighting is the literal thing she does.
Ava
Can I
looks
get
at
you to roll a
Jerry.
D100 to see if you're on the winning or losing side of this.
I mean, I feel like I'd be on the winning side, but she is drunk, I guess.
You are on the winning side of this, quite definitely.
Amer looks at Jerry and is like, "Is that a chair that just flew out the window down there?"
Crash! No, it's Sweet August Rose crashing out the window and going back in for more.
Jerry's gonna look down and go, "How long have you been here? Have you just been
Amer?
standing next to me this whole time?"
If I have been, you might be getting old, not seeing me this whole time.
Since you're down there, can you take this goddamn bell off the horse?
Oh, sure can, buddy. It's the knot. It's like it's one of those crazy sailor knots. Maybe it was Frank who tied it. You know how they have all those rigging things and whatnot. Amer's just kind of absolutely just, babbling random.
Yeah. You mean Frank that's on the boat, Frank, that with my horse that was in the Shadow Realm that I just made appear? Yeah, probably not Frank.
I mean, maybe Amer's like, "Huh? I don't know what you're talking about." And he starts like whistling like nonchalantly.
How about you open your jacket? How about you open your jacket and get one of those 48 daggers in there and cut that shit off?
Are you going to cut his tail off?
No, the bell.
Okay. No, okay. The bell.
But Jerry, you gotta have more cowbell.
Jerry is just staring. He doesn't say anything. He's just watching Amer, and is like, "Okay, cut off the bell."
Amer takes his bell back.
Okay.
Do you think
back, the lovely horse that you guys are talking about and everything, he's going to go ahead and try to kick you because he is technically an intelligent creature. So we're going to go ahead and see if we're going to be able to kick you, sir.
Obviously, I'm not a fan of Christopher Walken, though.
A 16 doesn't hit you, I don't believe.
No, Amer's just like, as Amer's attaching it, he's like, he kind of ducks. He just kind of moves to the right as the hoof comes out, and he's, undoing it all. And he's like, "Oh, thanks for making it a little easier on me, buddy."
That's how he says hello.
The horse parts.
Oh God, I can't escape that one.
And then he'll grab Amer by like the collar and pick him up and put him on the horse and then ride down to where the bar fight's happening.
Cool. The place is called the Shattered Jackal.
All Amer's looking for is someone who gets thrown through the window who has a drink still in his hand, so Amer can still get a free drink.
Okay. You look through the broken window, and there are a number of people in there watching the fight, along with a lot of people just being participants. There's probably about 12 people currently participating in the bar fight.
Hammer's like, "I got 20 gold in this short black-haired woman, and someone get me a beer."
The small waitress that comes by, she's very graceful as she moves. You guys don't really see her legs touching the ground as she kind of floats among the various tables. But she will go, "One beer right here. There you go. That'll be 2 copper, please. Thank you." And
2 copper.
She slides away.
That's some incredible service to serve during the middle of a fight. Hammer says,
"Of course, we're the best." And after all, it's not a wonderful night here at the Shattered Jackal if someone's bones aren't being broken. Yeah.
I'm fine just watching, Jerry. If you want to go in and throw down, I'm clean. and I'm just relaxing tonight.
Jerry's gonna kind of walk in and do that Henry Cavill thing from Mission Impossible 2, where he kind of like throws his hands out like he's getting ready to fight.
Yep.
And then kind of walk in. He's not gonna immediately get in a fight. He's just gonna kind of see Sweet August Rose and Brennan in there, and he's gonna, if they are still actively fighting, will club punch the shit out of someone if they're.
I believe Brennan's still at the bar drinking. Miss Rose is the one in the fight.
Yeah. Brennan's too busy getting drunk.
No interest in fighting. No.
If Sweet August Rose looks like she's holding her own, then he'll just sit down next to Brennan and get a drink.
Okay. I need you to go. What are you going to drink out of the bottle that he's got, or are you going to order a different drink?
An offers on the bottle. Yeah.
I think I would have learned by this point to never drink anything that Brennan's drinking.
Gotcha.
I'll get the
All right.
equivalent of like a DOS boot, is I think what would most fit Jerry.
The knoll comes over to you. Big black knoll guy with white streaks down the back of his head. He comes over to you with his one red tooth hanging out. Ah, mighty stout individual, ain't ya? What'll it be?
Biggest beer you have.
Really? We do it by the barrel if you want the big stuff, but we can do that.
Something that a normal human could bring up to their mouth to consume. How about that?
Ah, you want the growler. Got it. And he brings out a 64-ounce mug. And he puts it in front of you. It would be classified as a pitcher normally, except for there's no pour spout.
Big gulp. Huh.
Yeah.
And then I'll pick it up and drink like half of it in one sitting.
Ah, man after my own heart. Nice to meet you. I'm Kanan. Kanan Bloodtooth. What be ya?
Call me Jerry.
Nice to meet you, Jerry.
And then is Brennan still like coherent at this point?
He's about to go head first into the bar.
I will hold Brennan's head, puppeteer him to go, "Hi, I'm Brennan."
Nice to meet you, Brennan. It's amazing how you do that without your lips really moving, just the jaw. So,
That's what she said.
anything you want to eat with that? Got some pretzels and a couple of corn nuts.
Give me your largest phallic-shaped object, please. Preferably made of meat.
He looks at you and smiles. Sir, for that, you're going to need a key, and we're going to have to close the bar.
Okay, give me a bratwurst and 2 potatoes, and that'll do.
That I can do. As he walks away, you realize he was insinuating himself? But he will go get you a brat and some taters.
Sorry, I don't like men with facial hair.
How about all over here? You know what they say, once you try fur, you never go back.
Aimer from outside. What was the bartender's name?
Kanan Bloodtooth, and I will put that in chat for you here.
Aimer tips his mug to Kanan from outside and smiles.
There's a thin one outside there. Scared to come inside, I see. Fair enough. Wouldn't want him to get splinters. So, while this fight is going on and they are drinking at the Shattered Jackal, we pan back across town to where Echo, Rex, and Cecilia are about to leave the bathhouse.
It's like 4
Yeah.
doors down.
I'm gonna, as we kind of pay and make our way out, I'm talking to Echo. I'm like, yeah, I'm actually looking forward to spending like a nice celebratory night on the town with everybody. I'm looking forward to it.
Maybe.
And
yeah. Maybe somewhat of a quiet evening for a change.
Yeah, that's actually what I was thinking as well. Maybe it's like we just go to a bar, we have a couple of calm drinks, spend a little bit of time, taking it easy. I feel like we walk out to where we expected everybody to be met up, and there's nobody there, and we're like, did they fucking ditch us?
Well, maybe they just got started. We just need to figure out where they went. We need to.
Can I get you guys to roll a perception check?
They may have a table for us already.
Does any of these feelings were like immediately hurt, and then you kind of turned it around, which is funny. I was like, yeah. Maybe they just right off.
I imagine you could see Amer standing on the street holding a beer with a 17.
With a 17, you can absolutely see Amer down the street, gawking in a window lit from inside, just drinking a beer with a big shit-eating grin on his face, as usual.
So we'll make our way over towards him and see what's going on.
He's standing amongst a field of shattered glass as he's watching a bar fight inside. A table is broken over someone's head. It is Sweet August Rose, whose head has been broken by the table. Or the table.
You picked the shittiest places. Wait, is that Saw? Wait,
yeah.
Is that
so
Brennan?
Hold on.
Are you not going to help her?
No. So hold on. Before you blame me for all of this, like usual, I got out of the bar and I followed Jerry to get some apples for
a bottle
Atlas.
comes flying out past you.
Amer's like, this kind of moves his head backwards while still talking. To get some apples for Atlas here, and we happened to notice Rose fly out the window. She got up, brushed herself off, and dove back in. So I stood out, ordered a beer, and I put $20 on her to win the fight, or 20 gold on her to win the fight. And
from inside, you guys see Troll waving at you guys with a goofy grin.
Yeah, Jerry and Brendan are there drinking.
So Brennan. So let me get a scene. Brendan's head's down. With a bottle
resting on the counter.
Yeah, he is already passed out drunk. It's only been like 5 minutes.
Him again. Jerry puppeteered waved with Brennan's arm.
His elbow was the weekend at Bernie's. Jerry's fucking puppeting. Amer's standing in glass with a beer. Fucking Sweet August Rose is getting hit over the head.
I'm winning.
I'm winning. I am the table.
I'll kind of look down at Echo and like just wait for him to see what he's gonna do.
I've heard of this. I think they're just letting off steam. I think it's almost harmless.
This is pretty common at portside taverns. It's really messy, and I just got clean, so I really didn't want to be a part of it.
I feel like this is like a Reston thing? I've never seen
No. This is pretty standard outside of Shoe.
A mug comes sailing out at Amer's head.
Amer's not attempt to grab it and then drink straight out of it.
All right, please roll a dexterity saving throw. The check is a 14. If you beat it, you catch it and drink out of it. Yep.
So
it is very strong and brown, whatever it was.
It's not bad. But yeah, you spend enough time in some of these port towns outside of Shoe, you get used to it, or you get in a lot of fights, one or the other.
Well, if this is normal, then I guess kind of drops her backpack, and she has like town clothes on. She takes out her earrings and hands them to Echo. And she just fucking full sprint to Sweet August Rose.
No magic or weapons. Yeah, Amer yells, "No magic or weapons!" as he's just dual fisting drinks now. And he looks back down at Echo. I still got 20 gold on Rose.
Yeah.
I'm gonna fucking sprint at her and just try and knee her ass, like full, like I don't have any technique. It's full, like jump, trying to knee her in the fucking chin.
I need an unarmed strike, please.
Can I make it magical?
How?
By either making an inflict wound. I don't want a +5. I want something higher than that. So I'm gonna put some magic behind it.
That's cheating.
I'm gonna subtle cast it. You're just gonna think you got hit real fucking hard by Cecilia. Fuck it. Well, how bad does she look?
Oh, she's pretty beat up.
Yeah, she's. I mean, because it's a free for all, and she's yeah. So she's got like a bloody nose. Her lips are bleeding. She like you can't really see because she has clothes on, but she's pretty bruised. If I were to rate her out of from 0 to 74, 40.
Nice.
I'm sorry, more like 40. I'm sorry. Yeah.
Good. General question. Would you say that she would be surprised, as in I would get advantage?
Oh,
No,
well.
she's currently in combat as a tavern brawler. She is ready for anything from any direction.
Yeah.
Okay, fine. Then I'm gonna hit her with a 5th level inflict wounds. Let's see if this hits.
Okay. No, it does not.
It's a nat 1. Fuck, it's a nat 1.
The dice wanted to tell a story. So as Cecilia runs in, Sweet August Rose, you see her come, and she runs up to you and reaches out to touch you, and you see the dark magic on her fingers.
Oh shit.
And then she trips on a bottle and falls face first in the ground.
Fuck my nose. Oh my god.
As someone breaks a chair across Cecilia's back.
Fuck. Oh my gosh.
Oh yeah, you're not wearing your armor.
Amer looks at Echo and he's like, "Do you want a drink, buddy?"
Yeah, I can have a drink.
Yeah. Amer waves a mugged hand over towards the floaty barmaid.
The waitress? Yep.
Whatever
Good.
he would like on my tab, please.
She leans out the window, and she is very busty when she leans over like this for such a slender person. What'll it be, little man?
Yeah, I have a dragon drink.
Dragon spit. I'll be right back. She glides backwards without having to stand up until she turns around, and as she turns, she straightens up. It's a little weird, but she will go to the bar and she will pull out a bright red bottle with dust all over it, and she will pour a small little glass, and put it back, bring it over to you. There you go. As she leans out the window. There you go. Now, that'll be 2 silver, please.
Amer hands her a gold and gives her a wink and says, "Keep the tip."
Ah, if I kept the tip, there wouldn't be anything left of you.
Oh, Amer's like, worth every penny.
You see Jerry give you a thumbs up from across the bar. You're doing great.
Mr. Echo, are you going to drink this drink?
Yeah, so he'll tell Amer, never had one of these. Heard about them, but never had one. So we're gonna see what it's about.
Well,
Awesome.
If you fall unconscious, I'll carry you back. Don't worry.
Okay.
So, I need you to roll a d8, please.
Ooh, D8. That's unusual.
All right.
Elemental type.
That's exactly right. So, as you take a drink of this, it fills your mouth and you feel little charges like pop rocks in your mouth. And then you feel your scales begin charging, and Amer, you look over at Echo Rex. Lightning is coming out the sides of his eyes like tears streaking down his face. I need you to roll a Constitution saving throw, sir.
Ooh, yep.
The save on Dragon Spin is an 18. So with the 16, it fires off, and full-on lightning charges through you. You're going to suffer 29 lightning damage
Okay.
as your entire body just spasms due to the straight elixir made of a lightning dragon's spit.
Okay. Very good. Well, I know what that's about now.
Hamer looks down at Echo. You might call that a shocking revelation. As he takes a drink of each of his mugs.
Amer, you've now drank the beer, which you're fine, but the brown stuff. I need you to roll a Constitution saving throw, please.
All right, for my second drink, what do we got here?
Awesome. Amer, you are immune to the exhausted condition for the next 24 hours.
Oh God, this is another coffee. Did I get coffee again?
You got coffee to
You
get.
have received an exceedingly strong espresso. This is about a 6-shot.
Oh, tasty then. A good thing Amer's
And
sipping it.
you cannot sleep and you cannot rest for the next 24 hours.
Oh well.
But you are immune to exhaustion. So
Meanwhile, Sweet Artist Rose will be yelling time, 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 and she'll be using Stunning Fist if she has to help Cecilia up from the ground.
okay. You will help Cecilia up off the ground. People start moving away from you because you're no longer engaging at the moment. And eventually, the people who are fighting will be unconscious or be victorious in drinking.
She'll just be like, damn it, I missed the end. She'll wipe the
Like
blood off her
holding
mouth.
my fucking nose, like it's bleeding just so much. Oh my god, I can't
that was
believe it.
That was a nasty trip you took. You gotta be careful. These places are dangerous.
She gives me like a stone cold stare. I was just trying to be part of the fucking rest and I don't know.
I think this is a little low class for you, but yeah, you know what? I'm glad that you're keeping an open mind.
She gives you a fucking cold stare.
Kanan, another round for my brave friend here.
Yeah. What you have? She didn't have anything yet. So another round of what? Another tequila. And he takes Brennan's bottle and pours a shot and gives the bottle back to Brennan. And the waitress will bring the shot of tequila to Cecilia.
Here you go. This will put some hair on your chest.
It's been the same look. You keep saying shit to her, and she's just holding the bridge of her nose, which is bleeding, and looking at you through, like, over the hand, like down spectacles. If I was wearing glasses, whatever the nearest table is. Oh, actually,
Sure.
I'll do it off of Sweet August Rose's fucking forehead. I cheers her off of her fucking forehead, and I shoot it back.
Awesome. Can I get your Constitution saving throw?
Yeah, you guys suck. I'm the bomb.
You are the bomb. It tastes foul, but it burns in your mouth, but it does not intoxicate you. You are able to hold your liquor quite well.
Oh my gosh, it's the color of Jerry's piss of the morning. Except for
Yeah,
less
Jerry needs
orange.
to check his kidneys.
He pees once a week. It's military training.
Yeah, see, there you go. Whew, man, that was fun. Oh, I've always wanted to participate in one of those, and I'm glad. I come back to wrestling, and it's the first thing I scratch off my list.
Be gone from Miss Rose as he pulls the sword out from behind the counter.
Oh, thank you. She'll put it back on her back. It's very rude. I say as I look to use weapons or magic. contests.
Not only rude, it'll get you shot.
Yes. That too. So it's a good thing that nobody did that.
I put the shot glass on the bar and like do a like a little circle above my head for the bartender to give me another shot as I'm stuffing tissues up my nose.
He reaches over to the unconscious Brennan, picks up the bottle, and pours another shot. And puts the bottle back.
I'm just sharing the bottle with you guys. Yeah.
He's got an iron grip. I know. He holds it's every time. He always holds on to the bottle.
Like, I'm assuming that Brennan's like cradling it like the pillow, and it's just every time he puts the bottle back in there, he has to lift your head up to slide it back down in there.
And just groaning a little bit,
But yeah, Cecilia, you're going to go ahead and enjoy this beverage. It is not an alcohol that hits you.
I can't taste it because I'm holding my nose. So
Yep.
there's no like olfactory. It just hurts and
Oh
tastes
yeah.
kind of foul.
Can I get a perception check from you, please?
Oh hell yeah!
Just need to beat a 10.
Bow 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 bow. It's at advantage.
No. In fact, it should be a disadvantage because your nose is bleeding so bad. But with the 14, you can easily see the goat embryo in the bottle as he pours it.
What do I want to do?
You drink it.
I have already drank it, right?
Yep.
I'll do another symbol for like give me another one.
Uh-huh.
So, do you mind help me out with this one? As I pat the bar, I gesture for her to get up on the bar and lay down.
Wait, what?
Oh, come on! Just have you never partied before?
Wait, give me a second. I'm all bloody. So I'm going to.
I'm sorry, Mrs. If you're going to do this kind of thing, you got to go next door to the brothel.
Oh, whatever the fuck. Just she's gonna. This is good for your business. I promise. I swear.
But I'm going to use 4 key to use what is it? What's it called? Shit, where I had it just here.
So this is mine?
It's the not key field attack. The one that lets me heal. Quicken healing. There we go.
Mm-hmm.
So 1d6 plus 4 times. Let me just see how much I heal. Roll
Okay.
1d6 plus 4. So 27 hit points. Okay. All right.
Are you gonna get up here or not, or am I gonna have to do I was gonna make a show, but you're taking a fuck ton of time.
Give me a second. 71 hit points. So yeah, as she's concentrating, and you watch as the black eye just like disappears, and her nose was a little crooked, but fixed. Like all the cuts and bruises on her are. And she gestures at Bloodtooth to give her rag so she can clean up like the blood that was on her. Most of it's not hers.
Yeah, there you go.
All right. So what do you want me to do? She climbs up. She climbs up on the bar. Okay, I'm on the bar.
Fucking lay down.
Well, okay, lay down. She lies down on the bar. Now what? She's lying on her side, like with her head propped up on her fist, just like looking at you.
I also get up on the bar, except I'm going to be standing on the bar, so really, really tall.
Okay.
I'm going to take the bottle. I'm going to pull from it for probably 2 or 3 shots. And then I'm going to get on my hands and knees. And then I'm going to open up your mouth, and I'm going to spit 3 shots of this tequila in your mouth.
As someone who has seen this before in real life, it is not pleasant at all.
It's good for business, though. It's fine.
No. No. Having seen this before at the Coyote Ugly here in San Antonio, no.
I thought you were just going to do some like belly shots or something.
In my fantasy game where I'm a woman, and in the fantasy game where this is also another woman, I'm going to spit fucking tequila in this woman's mouth. And in my mind, it's going to be really great. So,
Up to you.
Jerry's gonna be like next to you watching this with his like hand on his chin, just like extremely close to both of you watching this happen.
Uncomfortable close.
I take another shot and then I spit it in Jerry's face.
I think that's enough to put me out because I already had one.
Yep.
Uh,
And Miss Rose falls unconscious, laying down, prone on the bar.
I wipe Jerry's face a little bit with a bar rag and be like,
Whenever you spit in my face, you hear like a little ping from my codpiece.
yeah, I figured that you would like it, so that's why I did it. It definitely wasn't good. It wasn't me being mean or the character being mean. It was like, oh, Jerry would probably get a kick out of this.
Literally.
Oh man. So as you guys spend a raucous evening in the Shatter Jackal, the camera's going to pan outside to the two guys outside who are watching this. Aimer, Echo, what do you guys want to do?
Yeah.
Well, thanks.
So I think Echo's just going to have the one drink. I mean, that's probably enough for him. He's going to make sure everybody's okay. So he's going to be the driver.
The designated driver, okay.
We're still look. He's staring at his coffee mug, going, "Who orders coffee this late at night at a port bar?" Then he shrugs and takes another sip.
Okay. Yeah. You are wired. It is going to keep you up all night long.
So he was like, tastes good at least.
The designated dragon. All
Do
right.
you want to go sit down in the bar, Echo? At this point, looks like the fighting stopped.
Yeah, we'll go sit at the bar.
All right.
Cool. You guys make your way in. There are honey roasted peanuts on the table that you guys sit down at. And yeah, the waitress will come by and put another beer on the table for you.
Well, thank you, miss. And Aimer hands her another gold and enjoys his beer.
She leans down and gives you a kiss on the cheek. Of course, darling. Anything for you. Almost. And she walks away, sashaying in a very seductive way, but it's definitely just a tease.
Oh yeah.
Aimer,
Aimer's been to enough bars to know that.
Yep.
can you give me your hand really quickly?
Oh, sure. Why not? Just try not to get dirty. Aimer says he holds his hand out.
I'm gonna take his palm and wipe it on my face, where the blood is, and so that it just like absorbs the blood from my face.
Oh,
into
no.
his skin. Thanks for the cleanup, buddy.
I need a wisdom saving throw from me.
Luckily, I'm next to Jerry, so we'll get +5. Wisdom. This. Ooh.
Hey, you're good.
You're a nice little blood mop.
You might want to be careful about that. What happens if I go into a blood frenzy in the middle of a bar?
I gestured to Sweet August Rose, who was still on the bar laying down. I'm assuming I haven't moved her, so.
Yeah, she's just kind of maybe curling up a little bit. Actually, wait.
She did fine.
Well, yeah, I guess I can be knocked out because that's what it is. Yeah, because I'm not sleeping.
You're unconscious.
Yeah, what happens to elves when they go unconscious? Like, because they don't sleep.
They dream.
Well, elves can sleep. They just don't choose not to.
Ah, I see. Okay.
You can't be put to sleep, but you can sleep.
Okay.
Most elves choose to meditate instead of sleeping because sleeping's inconvenient and you lose control.
Yeah. Okay. So I have dreams instead of memories. Okay. All right.
So is this what I can expect from here all the way to Ivrix? Is this what everywhere outside of Shu is going to be like?
Port towns are the worst, to be fair. Get a lot of rowdy people getting into town, like they want to fight and drink. I wanted to get clean. I can fight and drink anywhere. I can't always, enjoy a solid bath and clean clothes.
I mean, actually, it was pretty fun. So
I mean, it can be. Sometimes they'll pull out shivs. Luckily, in a town like this, the guards don't come because sometimes the guards come, you end up in jail. Then you break out of jail, and they chase after you.
I haven't seen any gods. I've just seen like normal people.
You're not really gonna find them around the port side unless something really bad happens. This is normal in port cities. Now, if the building got lit on fire or the brawl really got into the street, the guards would come.
Sure.
Cool.
Are we gonna go to bed?
Good. So you guys are going to go out to the ship, or are you guys going to stay here at the Shattered Jackal?
You guys have rooms here?
3 rooms. Yeah. Not a great establishment, but I do my best.
Are they clean?
You want more establishment? You got to go to one of the adventuring guilds, but they're down the street. It's okay. 3 rooms, 5 gold a day.
For all 3 or each?
Oh no, each.
Okay. Are they clean and without bugs?
Well, they're clean.
Amer looks at him and goes, "I'm going to the adventuring guild."
Yeah.
Best of luck to you.
It seems a little high, doesn't it?
I don't care about the
Nope.
price. I just got clean, okay? I just got clean. He's like saying it super serious and matter-of-factly for him. If I want bugs in the bed, I'll go back to the ship.
Yeah, I mean, let's go wherever. Let's go. Okay, no, I'm not gonna carry her. You carry her, Jerry.
I mean, she's unconscious from being poisoned or unconscious from being low on health?
She's unconscious from being poisoned by alcohol.
Okay, I will wet willy her and give her lesser restoration.
Oh, humbug. Okay. You're wet willing, Sweet August Rose, and wake up to the cold wetness of a finger in your ear.
Nah! She just lashes out with a fist and punches whoever.
Arm check, please. With disadvantage, you didn't know where it was.
Who is it gonna be?
It's
Disadvantage.
Oh, disadvantage? Okay.
Yeah, because you didn't know what you're swinging at.
It's action. Unarmed strike. How do I do it with disadvantage?
You fucking hit me in the face. I'm going to fight you.
Is
You know
it
what, I could
control?
just roll it with advantage and we could just take the lower one. 'cause
Exactly. Yeah, doesn't matter. Advantage, disadvantage doesn't matter. We just take the lowest roll anyway.
Should be coming up any second now.
Yeah.
Any second. There we
With
go.
an 11, you will not hit anybody, but your arm goes sailing upwards into the air.
What happened?
Second time you rolled a 2 on the check.
Yeah, that is my armor class currently.
she's
But
trying
I'm
to hit
not going to
Jerry.
let you. Oh, okay, got it. I thought because I was right in front of her.
That makes sense. Jerry wet willies her and she punches Cecilia.
I'm gonna fucking fight you.
Yeah. So yeah, I guess the fist just clangs off. Cause is he still in his armor? Yeah, he's always.
Yeah, he's always
He
in
got, he got back in his armor after the bath.
So yeah, there's a bong as it hits the armor.
Boom.
What happened?
You had a little too much to drink, sweetheart, and he'll kind of just like put his hand out so you can step up on Atlas, and he'll kind of pick you up on the horse and then climb up himself.
Okay.
Man, do you have some water? It's awful taste in my mouth.
Did someone grab
Jerry-
Brennan?
Jerry will
No.
hand you there's like 3 little pouches, and he'll hand you one of them, and one of them is like essentially 151 like pure alcohol, and the other one is water. So it's kind of a coin flip.
She'll grab one and just rinse her mouth.
Get a D2, please.
Oh my God.
D1 is water. I mean,
Yep.
1 is water, 2 is alcohol.
Sure. I got the water.
Yay! Yeah, she just
All right.
rinses her mouth out, spits it out on the mud outside, or I guess
Sure.
the cobblestones outside.
Cobblestone's outside.
Well,
Amer starts poking Brennan like, "Hey, we're gonna go.
where are we going?
Hey, we're gonna find a place to sleep without
Is
bugs."
Brendan capable of?
Yeah.
Is he totally passed out or?
No, you were passed out for a better part of 2 hours. After that, yeah, you'll wake up.
As we're kind of clopping, I'm going to say, everyone, you remember that time when Cecilia tried to run in the room and hit Sweet August Rose and fell down? How funny was that?
I'm just gonna laugh out loud.
I imagine like everyone on the street, not just us, starts laughing.
I slap your horse's ass as hard as possible, trying to make it gallop away.
You hear a little
But I
ting
get-
from the horse's codpiece.
I forget the horses. The horse is like basically a person, so I don't think it would fucking run.
No, it would not.
Just slap the horse's ass. God, I think I don't like any of you.
All right. So as you guys make your way down the street, you're going to come to a long, low brown building with a sign out front. It's in the shape of a silver boot, and it has a sign, words on it that say "Adventurers Wanted."
And
Does it-
it's just a-
This doesn't look like a
there's
tavern.
lights on.
There are lights on. You can see light coming out from underneath the heavy oak door.
Amer's like,
So,
can I roll a history to see if Amer remembers this place from his time in Nasha?
Sure.
Nope, sure don't.
Nope. All right.
Is there?
So you guys
is there
gonna
no
go
place
in?
that's cool? Oh, I
I-
guess we're going in.
I think we should do a tavern. I think we should stay at a normal.
We're gonna want to go definitely more into town, away from the port. We want a nice place to stay in.
We're not necessarily adventurers. We're already kind of in the middle of it.
I'm just not sure. I'm just not sure if we're the organization joining type of group. I just don't know.
I was just gonna peek my head in and see if they had clean rooms for the night.
I mean,
We can do that.
I don't think we have to sign a contract or anything just to sleep, do we?
Yeah, the bartender said that we could find rooms here. So
Okay.
Doesn't hurt to
Yeah.
ask. Amer goes, all right, and Amer will push open the door.
Okay. As you push open the door, you guys walk into a very warm environment, and a young man runs up to you guys wearing a green apron. Hi, welcome to the Lustrous Consortium. Can I get you something? You guys are a little bit late for the last call. You guys need some midnight snack? Are you guys all hurt? My goodness, she looks like shit. He does too. Holy crap! Do you guys need a place to stay?
the latter, yes.
Yes. Can we get the 3 rooms?
You got a badge?
No.
We don't need no stinking badges.
You get inspiration?
I think you found whose coffee this was, because this guy sounds like he just snorted some cocaine right before we walked in.
I want to say hi, Brad, but that's not appropriate for Amer.
After session, I'll tell you who this is. Gerald, you'll laugh. But
He is potentially the most powerful character in the game.
Do you guys have rooms for the
yeah,
night we can pay for?
Look, it's going to be 2 gold a night for the entire room. You guys got 4 beds in each room. Really easy. Each one's kind of like a suite. It's got a bathroom, 4 beds, and you guys can do whatever you want in there as long as you guys clean up after yourselves. Go upstairs, talk to the Minotaur, and you guys get all set. Enjoy your night. And he walks away towards the kitchen and shuts the door with a slam. Boom.
Hi, Brad. I didn't want to talk to you anyway. I guess we could talk to the Minotaur.
I guess
That
we
man
will.
gave me a headache.
Yeah, you find some big towns here have a lot of, especially port towns, have a lot of interesting folk. A lot of interesting folk. Amer kind of says with disdain, like, even he doesn't necessarily enjoy it.
So is he free, or does somebody? He acts like somebody owns him. I just don't know the culture yet. I'm just asking a clarifying question.
I think he's just, I think he's just the waiter.
There are multiple levels of slavery and ownership in life, Cecilia.
Perception check, please.
Oh, like the service industry?
Monetary, the service industry. Sometimes you get paid to be a slave.
Yeah.
And
Cool.
12,
Insight?
you see a sign that says, please tip Brad. And then underneath it, there's some words that you can't read.
What language is it in?
I had
What
no out of
language do
character.
you understand?
Celestial, Common, Draconic, and Sylvan.
Not one of those.
I was gonna say it's not one of those.
Yeah, I have comprehend languages, but I don't fucking care. I want to go to bed.
Yeah, Amer's gonna go up the stairs and attempt to talk to this Minotaur.
Cool. As you walk up the stairs and try to talk to the Minotaur, she looks up from her book. Well, hi there.
Hello, miss. We'd like to rent 3 rooms tonight, please.
Of course, of course. Let's go ahead. 3 rooms. Goodness, you got 12 people? Wow.
Well, I guess 2 then, if they're big rooms.
Of course, no, they're suites with individual bedrooms. But here you go. 2 gold for each room.
Amer hands her 4 gold.
She hands you a key with a piece of wood on the end. There you go. Enjoy. Are these your party?
Yes, we're on a journey, if you will.
Excellent, excellent, excellent. I'm a very curious individual, but I do know it's late. I do need you to sign the guest book. She turns the guest book around and slides it to you.
Amer signs it with he just puts Amer. No last name, just Amer.
Cool. Thank you very much. Enjoy your night. And she leans back and continues drawing.
So Amer's the only one who has to sign? Okay.
Mhm.
Amer's like, last time I was here, I used a different name, so I'll use Amer this time.
So,
all right.
You guys can go down the hall to your assigned rooms. It's a long hall. There are 10 doors on the left, 10 doors on the right, and at the far end, there's a set of double doors that are the entire width of the hallway, and they are massively carved with an intricate design. You'd have to go up closer to see it, but you guys can go to your bedroom, no problem.
Jerry will definitely walk to the doors just to see.
Okay. As you walk up,
go in, but he just wants
sure. The carved doors are made of a very fragrant wood. It smells kind of like cedar, just slightly off. It's not quite cedar, but the carvings are of hunts and of chases and various wildlife scenes. There's a couple scenes where people are dancing around a fire. There's another one where a bird is being eaten by a bird of prey. There's a snake eating a falcon. It's a variety of different natural scenes, but the constant theme is every so often you're going to see a weasel just kind of watching everything, as it's just watching from around the different carvings. It's the same weasel, like Where's Waldo, kind of the little game, where's the weasel watching from?
Is there like a theme of that throughout the rest of the establishment?
Nope, just on these doors.
I would like. Are they locked? Could I attempt to open the door?
You're gonna attempt to open the door. Awesome.
Like, is there any kind of like marking of like what this is specifically? What this room is?
Those are the only markings on the door.
Jared will try to open it.
You go to open the door. Okay, the door slides open quietly. I need a stealth check, please.
Jerry's trying not to be. He's not trying to be stealthy.
Okay, so the door slides open quietly, and you will hear a low purr from inside. But as the door opens, the room is dark except for one candle on a desk in the center of a very large room. It's 40 by 40 in here. But in the center of the room, there is a guy currently sleeping at a table, at the desk. And as you open the door, the light rests right on his eye, and he opens his eye. Hello?
Sorry, thought this was the shitter.
Uh, not at all. Come on in.
He invites me in.
Yeah, come on in.
Okay.
He straightens himself up.
I will. I mean, do I? Can I? I mean, I heard a purr. Did it sound like it was coming from this person?
Roll your perception check. It is not coming from him, but it's coming from somewhere in this room.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, just because Jerry's kind of curious by the
Mm-hmm.
enormous doors, he will walk in, but very cautiously.
Sure.
He'll be kind of looking around the room the whole time.
Yeah, the desk he's sitting at is easily 10 feet wide, and the entire privacy panel in front of it, the sides of this desk, everything except for actual desktop, is carved with similar designs to that of the door. And he looks up at you. I don't usually get visitors this late unless it's an emergency, but you don't seem to be in that big of a rush. Strange. You're not from around here, are you? Just judging by the armor.
No, we just are in for the evening.
Oh, that's right. He
Me
has
and
samurai armor.
me and my group came in and boat. You know, we took a little boat in here and got a little rough at the bar down the street and had too much to drink and looking for a place to crash for the evening.
He cocks his head to the side as he's paying very close attention to the sound of your voice. Well, glad you came in. Make yourself comfortable. Hopefully the room's to your liking. Is everything okay with you?
It's a very strange question, Mr. Lonely Man in the room by himself.
Sorry, where are my manners? You broke into my office and, well, not really broke, just opened the door into my office. My name is Zutono Shirez. Nice to meet you. And he holds out a very feminine hand, but it is very callous. And while wiry, this guy's actually pretty buff. It's that
Jerry
lean
will
muscle.
reach out to shake his hand after he immediately forgot that crazy name that he was,
Mm-hmm.
and just he'll shake his hand.
All right, I will put that in chat for you
And
guys.
I'll just introduce myself just plainly as Jerry.
Nice to meet you, Jerry. You're dealing with quite a lot, aren't you?
Yeah, I would say we've been busy the last couple weeks. I'll leave it there.
Fair enough. No intent to pry. You should be safe here while you're within the four walls of the consortium. Make yourself at home. If you'd like to talk later, once you've rested and gotten your wits about you, you're welcome to come back and chat. I'll be here tomorrow.
Nice to meet you, Zatono. Are you the owner of the establishment?
I'm the owner of the organization. I'm founder and proprietor, yes.
Well, I think my my group, you know, we will probably be up in the morning. Would love for you to stop by and have a chat. I think we would be interested to hear a little bit more about your establishment.
Of course, of course. I believe today is Bagel Day, I think. You'll have to ask Brad. It might be not.
Gamer pokes his head in. Jerry, are you harassing this poor man? Our room's down the hall.
Okay, I'm
think you're
coming,
being paid.
Amer.
Nice to meet you, sir.
And I'll reach out my hand to, you know, shake his hand again.
He shakes your hand again, and he holds it for just another moment, and he looks at your hand, looks back up at you. You can be at peace here. for as long as you want. Let's go.
Jay will just be like, "What?" I mean, in his mind, he'll be like, "What? What a strange man," and he'll just walk, and then he's still being very cautious as he's walking
Sure.
around because he knows that he heard purring. So
Roll another perception check.
so he's kind of just like constantly looking over his shoulder.
Sure. With a 19 against both the right and left walls, you thought they might have been like rolled up rugs, but now that you're looking at them and your eyes have gotten accustomed to the darkness in here, you see that these long, 12-foot long fur piles are breathing. And you get the distinct impression as one of their eyes opens that a dire weasel is a nasty thing that you should not be messing with.
Oh shit. Yeah, he will slowly walk out backwards and go, and just kind of like as he sees Aimer, and he goes, "Did you see the giant fucking weasels in there?"
No, I see Cecilia getting pissed off at me again because you wandered off.
You have to admit this is a pretty cool door.
It's an awesome door. I'm getting tired of being yelled at and blamed for everything, though. So let's go to bed, and we'll come and look at it in the morning.
Yeah, and then at that he'll go, "No, Aimer, I don't want to go into this room with you." And then he'll walk into the other room.
All right, and the door will close quietly behind you as the gentleman had gotten up and walked behind you to close the door.
Dire Weasel wakes up in your bed and breaks your cod piece.
No, they don't do that. Weasels are a gross thing when it comes down to combat in D&D. There's a reason why weasels have not been in any edition since 3.5.
This is what Aimer's just saying to Jerry. Like,
Yeah.
Jerry's like, "You see that weasel?" Aimer's like, "I don't know anything about weasels, but I hope it hurts you."
I don't remember what's so nasty about the weasel. I remember the lore.
Constitution drain.
Oh, okay.
What?
Every time that they successfully bite you, they take 1d6 Constitution off your Constitution score.
Hey, first 3 levels, the boar is the worst thing you can face.
Yes, you're right, but
Why-
after that,
Why do weasels suck out your soul? Like, that doesn't make any sense.
it's not
Have you
your
ever
soul; it's a blood drain because their jaws lock once they bite you.
You ever been bit by a weasel? That shit sucks.
Yeah,
I mean,
it,
yeah, but like,
really
I mean,
doesn't.
bulldogs do the same thing. Like, lots of things do.
Yeah,
It doesn't like drain your constitution.
dire weasel does, and that's why they're crazy monsters. They're nasty, and they don't get allowed in normal Dungeons and Dragons anymore. So anyway, you guys go into the bedrooms. These are very nice bedrooms. These are probably the nicest bedrooms that Cecilia's been in since she left the temple.
I mean, we've been in some pretty
I go
nice
to the one
bedrooms.
furthest in and drop my shit and go the fuck to sleep.
Okay.
So yeah, you said these are like little personal rooms like with a connecting bathroom.
With individual rooms that have beds.
Yeah. So Sweet Alex Rose will go into hers. She'll reach into her bag. I'm guessing there's like and she'll pull out the statues from her bag and just sit and look at them for a while.
Okay.
Yeah,
Meditate on the statues.
yeah,
Gotcha.
she's just looking at them.
Cool. I assume Brennan's going to go to bed too?
Yeah, he's passed out.
Okay. He went in, didn't pull the comforter back, just fell on the bed.
Probably clothes on. Yeah.
Okay.
Aimer's
Echo?
gonna find a book.
Go ahead, Aimer. Go ahead.
Aimer's gonna find a book because he can't sleep. So he's gonna find some sort of book in the room and read.
Okay. All right. You're going to find a book in this room. Awesome. I need you to go ahead and roll a d14. Which is weird, I know, but all right. So you have found Exotic Tales and How to Use Them, Volume 8.
Aimer's like, and then he opens the book and like kind of licks his finger and starts going to the page, and you hear him going, "Huh, interesting." Like talking to himself as he reads.
All right. So the articles in this book will cover things like orangutan and octopus and variety of other creatures. It's weird. This is a very odd book that you're reading, but it has full illustrations and it's signed by a hand that is very jagged in its style. It's hard to read because it's in Orcish. It's the signature.
And we're just like, well, this will keep me occupied for the night, I suppose. There's never a dull moment in this book. A weird moment, but not a dull one.
Actually, if you read through it, it's more of a technical manual. It's not really but it's just like informational.
Well, that's still not dull, though.
Yeah,
Very
definitely not.
informative.
Some of them are very sharp.
So that's
So
what Amer's doing on that.
awesome. And Jerry, you're going to go to sleep too, I assume?
Correct.
Cool. All right. Well, you guys all get a long rest. Go and hit the long rest button. Go and recover hit points and everything. Everyone except for Amer. So the next morning dawns, and you guys can smell baked goods coming up from down below. The promise of a bagel breakfast smells promising as they are currently cooking breakfast. It's going to be about 7 o'clock in the morning when the smell enters the room.
At the moment the smell enters the room, Amer's out the door and down to the kitchen. He doesn't
Okay.
wake anyone else up. He wants that first loaf of baked goods. He
Sure.
wants that to himself,
Awesome. As you come down the stairs, Brad is there. Oh, hello. Welcome back. Got the first batch out. You were quick. And he pulls out a large tray of, 64 bagels and
Amer,
puts it on the table with a large basket that has a variety of cream cheeses and marmalades and jams, some preserves and everything in there. Looks good.
Amer is going to make 2 totally random bagels. And
Okay.
he's like, do you have some warm spiced wine perhaps with this?
Of course. He goes
Thank
over
you.
to the bar casually because it's still early in the morning and you're the only person up. He reaches behind the counter and pulls out a bottle. It's a little dusty, but he wipes it off and comes over and puts the bottle on the table. There you go.
How much I owe you, Brad, I'm guessing? Amer points at the sign that says to tip him,
Nice to meet you. My name's Brad. Brad Adams, actually. Nice to meet you. For the bottle of that, let's go ahead and do a silver piece, I think. I think that's what they charge for it. I don't really know.
Here,
See,
there's your
the
tip.
guy upstairs is the guy who usually handles it. He's the big white minotaur. Have you seen him?
No, I saw a very oddly sweet minotaur last night who let us
You met
in.
River. She's a delightful person. She likes drawing and questions.
Very unexpected from a minotaur, but yes, very pleasant.
Of course.
But
Plays a
Amer will
mean
hand him a
guitar.
gold. And be like, you can keep the rest if anything else upstairs, and he shows the key, whatever room this one is.
Room 4. Got it. Enjoy.
Thanks, Brad.
So, Brad,
Thanks for the tip.
what does the sign say?
Amer looks over and goes like, I guess he woke up too. Morning, Echo.
Your name's Echo. Nice to meet you. Nice to meet you. I don't actually know what the sign says. It says tip Brad, but the scribble underneath, no one ever told me what it says.
Oh, interesting.
Jerry
It was
walks
put there
up
by
to
one of
Ryan.
our former patrons. I know that.
Jerry knows Abyssal, Infernal, and Celestial. Is it any of those?
It is not.
I guess we start straggling down. I guess Amer's the first one, and then Echo comes down.
Sure.
And he'll start grabbing some bagels, and he's just kind of
Absolutely
eavesdropping on on Amer's conversation.
The bagels are super fresh, so they are still hot. They are still slightly gooey on the inside. It's that nice doughy consistency that's just not quite done, but will be done if you leave the bagel to rest. It's that perfect softness.
Jerry's gonna
But
put a
yeah.
bagel on each one of
Mhm.
his fingers.
Of course, that makes sense for his character. Brendan, are you coming down?
Yeah, he's like the last down, like
Last
dragging
down,
last,
okay.
and he just grabs like a handful of bagels, just doesn't put anything on them, sits down and just starts gnawing on them.
He's a dry bagel guy.
How you feeling, Brennan?
Excellent, thank you.
Well, you sure look it, buddy. Let me tell you.
As you
Really?
guys are getting breakfast, Cecilia comes down. Miss Rose?
Yeah, no,
Oh, yeah.
she's down. Yeah, um, yeah, she'll just go and sit at the bar and grab one of the bagels, and she'll pay for it, of course.
Sure.
Or she'll tip Brad, I guess. So what's the plan today? I got all that negative. What are we doing today?
I would like to find equipment shop of sorts, a magical item shop. Do a little shoppity shop. Amer says with his mouth full of like orange marmalade bagel.
As you say that, Brad mentions, well, down the street, it's Judith's Intricacies and Oddities. It's one of the best shops around. It's totally sponsored by the consortium, and we're totally happy with her. Endorsed as well.
Does that
Brad, is
anger-
there
does
anything else to do in town besides beat the shit out of tavern goers?
Do in town, of course. Well, we got the job board over there. We got a whole bunch of places to go and see. There's a whole lot of celebrities around. You can go and visit. And there's a lot of mercantile that you can do over in the merchant district. The shipyard has a whole lot of stuff going on. The dockmaster's name is Rad. Kind of sounds like Brad, but with a Z instead. It's kind of fun. So you might want to check him out.
Is that angry dark elf lady still? Is she still across from Judas' place?
You haven't been over there yet, but yes.
I mean, Amer would have in the past because he's gone through Narsha. And,
Oh,
you know,
yeah.
he's not
She
gonna
would've been
like he's not gonna like press his luck with spellcasters. He
Yeah.
always just listen. Outside of Cecilia, he does press his luck there.
Yeah. So if you ask Brad about the
Yeah.
dark elf woman,
Who hates
he
men?
goes,
Yeah.
yeah, she's over at the Black Diamond. Can't miss it. It's the one with the big giant throne out front.
Yeah, I didn't want to cross that one again. I just wanted to make sure, like, it saved myself the problem. Thank you, Brad.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm gonna go in the kitchen. And he kind of backs away and goes into the kitchen. As you guys are eating your bagels, the gentleman you guys that Jerry talked to last night will come downstairs, slowly walking, go over to get a bagel, see you guys, and while he is fixing his bagel, acknowledges your presence, nods at you guys, and after he finishes preparing his bagel, comes over walking to you, carrying his bagel. Oh, good morning.
Zub Zatono.
Zutona, how do you know this man?
Are you,
Yes,
I
Jerry.
just-
How do you know this man?
you're asking that to Jerry, Cecilia?
Of course, the person that just spoke to the man that just sat at our table. I'm sorry, who are you?
I thought you might have known him, asshole, and was saying that to Zatono.
My name is Zutona Sherez. It's a pleasure to meet you.
So,
But you have me at a disadvantage, I'm afraid.
so yes,
Uh,
Cecilia, I was
it-
looking for the restroom last night and accidentally stumbled in this kind gentleman's, and I'll say it questioningly, office last night.
He smiles, and his mannerisms are definitely on the feminine side. Your questioning of this is 100% legitimate and welcomed by him.
Amer will put his hand out and go, I'm Amer.
Nice to meet you. And he reaches out and shakes your hand. Judging by
and he owns everyone. He owns the Adventurers Guild.
the Lost Traders Consortium, actually, it's more than just an adventurers guild. We tend to try to have a little bit more influence than a simple guild. But nice to meet you. Judging by your outfits, you've come a long way.
We have. Oh, I'm sorry. My name is Sweet August Rose. It's a pleasure to meet you. She says as she, reaches over to shake his hand.
He looks at you and smiles. A sweet August Rose.
Yes, we tend to have pretty flowery names over in Shu. Well, some people do. Yeah, you should meet my master. Yeah, he has at least 6 words in his name.
He smiles at you. Let me see. I believe the appropriate phrase is the fragrance of flowers flows far on the wind, and those who should be cautious are always around.
It's good to see that, some people have their manners here as well.
He looks at you, and I'm going to send you I don't need to send you a note. He knows. So we'll go ahead and just leave that there. So he knows. He looks over at Cecilia. Cecilia, are you wearing the mask right now?
I've got it on my hip, just like he does.
Okay. He looks down at you. Really? Well, it's been a long time since I've seen one of the clergy here, especially of your specific sect. I trust that you're not going to cause any problems in my establishment.
She kind of gestures around. I'm assuming I wouldn't have made it in, honestly, if I was going to. So
He smiles. Apparently, that was not your intent when you entered. I simply ask for you to maintain that attitude. Thank you.
she snaps her fingers and finger guns him, but not to his face, but to his mask, and just looks at it. Locks eyes with it.
Sure. Mine is far less relatable than yours. And he will take it off and hand it to you to look at and examine. It is made of wood.
Is this a trade? Is this a trade thing? Sorry.
No, it's simply to allow you to examine it.
Oh, got it. Do you want to look at mine?
I'd rather not, thank you.
Oh, tasteless. Lovely. And I'll Cecilia half-heartedly looks it over, flips it one time, like when somebody hands you a pamphlet on the street that's for a cafe or something. You look at the back, you look at the front, and then you put it back down and you slide it across. Yeah,
yep, roll
very nice as well.
Or investigation, your choice.
I'll perceive.
Okay. Cool. As you flip it around, you can see through the eye sockets as the mask turns, and you see colors shimmer around the various people in the room, but just for a moment as the mask flips around.
Oh, wait a second. I'm going to flip it back around so that I can look at
Okay.
what color is everybody.
As you look through, you're going to see that do you hold it up to your face to look through it?
No way.
On your face.
I'll hold it 2 feet away from my face, like somebody trying to read something with narrow vision.
Gotcha. You're not able to see completely clearly, but as you pan around, this gentleman has a crackling purple energy around him that seems to be sucking towards him. You pan over to Gerald, and there is a steady golden red energy just standing there around him like an aura. You look at Sweet August Rose, and it's a growing green energy that seems to be kind of winding its way around her with swirls. Pan over to Aimer, and there are dark crimson drops that are plopping off of the energy around him onto the ground, leaving footprints wherever he walks. You look over at Brennan, and there is a cautious energy there. It's a pale brown that kind of blends into the woodwork around. It's very difficult to see, but it's definitely there. And then you look at Echo Rex, and Echo Rex is not in the room. What you see there is simply a radiant being and bright golden light coming off of it. The figure seems to be about 6 feet tall and just made of bright yellow-white light.
Luminous beings, are we? Not this crude matter.
Great. I put it back down a little bit more cautiously than before, and I slide it back across. Oh yeah, that's actually, yeah, it's plenty special. Don't I guess sorry. It's been a day or two. My name is Cecilia Credence. I'm from, as you can guess, Garden Soil. But a touch more redeemed than you would expect. Interesting mask that you have.
Thank you. Judging by your bearing, I assume you are part of the Josazai.
She's on a journey to discover the truth about the Joseph, good or bad, and yeah, she hasn't discovered that truth yet.
Yeah.
Wow. And almost like he's got ADHD, he turns to you, Echo, and looks at you. My goodness. You have a lot going on here, don't you?
Yeah, he does. As I like snap towards the mask again. That's
Mhm.
insane. Like, do you see like that all the time?
No.
Yeah, Echo, you've got some shit going on. Let Z Dog here tell you about it. I don't know. What's your name? Zutona?
Zutono Sherez.
Mr. Perez.
Like a personality disorder type thing.
No. There seems to be an energy about you. Have you ever heard a chorus rising and falling in pitch in front of a large audience?
I don't know if I've heard music, which I'm assuming you're referring to. I'm
Yeah.
sure I've heard cheers rising, probably at certain festival events and things like that. But I'm not sure I've
About
ever
you, I
listened
feel
to
an
the music.
energy like the rise and fall of a great crowd, cheering and crying in dismay, but muddled and unclear. You're a strange creature. Be careful. I sense that many things are on the precipice of a decision, and what that decision is, I can't say yet, but it's coming sooner than you think.
Oh, that sounds ominous.
It may not
Thank-
be. This may be for your benefit. I can't say as yet. I just know that a decision is coming.
Yeah,
I mean,
He's
I
he's
think
speaking
I-
in like. Go ahead.
Yeah. So I don't think Cecilia was there. I don't when we discovered the note and the text on the note. Um, so is Cecilia aware? I guess she is aware.
Mm.
Cecilia is actually aware, right? The character of the note and what was on the
Yeah,
note that
Madison
we.
has no idea what you're saying.
So while you were when the night that you were out,
Yeah. Pausing. Yep. Out of characters.
right out of character, we actually deciphered the note. Was it Rose?
Yeah, I
Yes.
did.
Deciphered the note. Rose actually deciphered the note, and let's see, it's actually in the journal. We can look it up in the journal.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, may the shadow of the dragon remain as such, lest they be slain. Should Amarazi rise, Echo Rex dies. So, yeah, so this doesn't really surprise Echo. It does seem like there is some type of decision or some type of fork in the road ahead for Echo and Amarazi. So
Oh.
I think Echo's response is just he's not totally surprised, but it's interesting that this person has that kind of insight, and I think he would just Cecilia would know about this, and I think he just kind of raises an eyebrow, like, you know, all signs lead north.
Mm-hmm. All right. Hopping back into character. So, you guys aren't usually my type of clientele as far as membership goes. It seems like you guys are a bit on a journey and not exactly my material yet. But if you'd like to take a job, we do offer gigs for those who are interested without the need for membership. Of course, you may
Really?
have to deal with the local constabulary, but that's up to you.
Mm. Well, we're not really hard up for cash at the moment. I say as I look at the others, and we do kind of have our own things to do. But if the offer's open, I don't know how long we're even going to stay in the city.
I assume you came by ship.
Yes, we didn't walk from Shu, that's for sure. Yes.
That would be quite the stride. I do know a gentleman who did it, but it's been a while since I've seen him.
What did he do? Walk on the bottom or something?
Oh,
Actually, yes.
He went. Oh, really? I was going to say
Oh.
he just walked south from Cortland and and then to the east and then back up north. But okay.
No, he actually walked directly from Shu to here, came up from the bay. Odd as it sounds, I haven't seen him in a while. He's a member of the small group known as the Wraith Squad.
Huh.
But you may feel free to make your way around town. If you run into a couple people, let me go ahead and give you some warnings that may be helpful. Take them for what you will. Simply advice that I recommend you take. If not, that's on you. Up to you. We do have several people in town that you may want to be aware of. The local vigilante / guard force that is accepted by the government is known as the Blue Cloaks. They are generally good guys, but their leader is an obnoxious, ostentatious ass. So if you run into him, just be aware he's a good guy and he means well, he just has a bad way of delivering it. If you need baked goods other than what we provide here at the consortium, we have several good bakeries around town. There's also some good temples if you are interested in paying respects to the various gods. I don't personally ascribe to any of them specifically,
Smart.
but they're there if you wish to. There is a couple bookstores, the magic item shops, a jeweler, There's a variety of good places here in town, as well as a mercantile district. It's currently run mostly by a gentleman by the name of Luther, who is a very well-dressed and very good businessman that is well respected amongst his peers and his employees. So if you have any trade you'd like to do, he would be the gentleman to talk to.
Sounds great. Sounds exactly like what we're looking for.
Yeah, well, yeah. Well, I will take your advice under advisement about this blue cloak fellow.
Lastly, if you desire to get rough and tumble, we do have a new fight club here in town called the Knuckle Dusters. They're just getting started and still establishing themselves, but they are downtown and can be quite a bit of fun.
Well, I think I got most of that out of my system last night, but yeah, who knows? Maybe if we'll
Yeah.
see.
And I got none of it out. As she points at her nose again.
If you really want to learn how to throw a punch, you just got to ask me, and I'll be happy to teach you.
My pride could never handle it.
Yeah.
He looks at you, Cecilia. You may be surprised at what you can actually handle.
Amber goes, speaking of bakeries, I vaguely remember one. Sometimes I was here, ran by a woman, large-breasted.
Large. Oh, I'm afraid Rose's Bakery closed. It's
did
now
that-
mortuary.
Oh, well. What part of town is that in, out of curiosity?
It's about 4 blocks south of here. It's now run by a gnomish gentleman.
Wouldn't know
All
who
right,
that
well, it
is.
sounds like we've got a lot in the docket, don't we?
Well, I mean, we need to get that bow for Brennan, so I think you guys should do that. I know I want to go to the bank. I mean, carrying
Well,
around all this gold is breaking my back. So
Let's stay together. Let's stay together to start with, and let's
Yeah,
go see
of course.
Go to
All right.
Judas. What do you Emporium?
Intricacies
Oddities.
and oddities.
Hold on, Eric. Out of curiosity, I thought all the daughters of Mosaba were huge titted women.
I think it was just
Um,
that one.
You
they
can't really make
are
such a
fairly well stacked.
That's what Amber was alluding to, because the baker here.
Amir, Joe,
Yeah.
you can't just say,
Oh yeah.
I expect this woman to have large breasts, and he's like, all
Amber
the
can.
followers of Masaba.
Hey, you never know.
Every
No,
single
no.
one of them just.
I mean, this was particularly a daughter of Mosaba, which are a subsect.
massive memories.
And to be fair, the women that are on the ship, they're not like super big breasted. They are, D's, but
Like the bath.
nice art. Nice art.
Yeah.
So like that. It's fine.
Cool. So, so you guys want to leave the consortium, head out into town?
Oh yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Cool. So you guys head back out into Nausea. So, Mhm.
yeah, let's. I was thinking about going to the mercantile first, but we haven't pulled the ship into dock, so we couldn't actually trade yet.
Yeah, no, I mean,
let's-
that's totally fine. Yeah, we should just go to whatever the magic shop is. We've fit this out.
Judas. You can get
Yeah.
Judas. And I mean, they might let you in across the street, Cecilia, but I'm not stepping foot near that place.
What are you even talking about?
You'll see.
All right.
I did have a one-shot character who had a very fun run in there as well.
Oh yes, I know the woman. Before Shu existed, she was like one of the first NPCs that we ran into. It was like the first day, and Eric had made Shu, and we had no idea what the fuck Shu was. It was weird navigating it.
So as you guys walk down the street, 2 doors down, you're going to find a bright orange building with clear glass windows. Inside, you can see there's a bouncer-looking dwarf sitting on a stool. His skin is pitch black. He's bald as bald can be. You can see the reflection of candles in his skin, and he's wearing a white linen vest and white linen pants, but no shoes, as he wiggles his toes sitting on this stool. You guys want to walk into Judith's Intricacies and Oddities. It's got a very flowing font. Yes?
I mean,
Yes.
yeah.
Yes.
Cool.
I'm not gonna bother because I'm not gonna buy anything. But I'll talk to the bouncer. I'll just ask him if there's a bank or some sort of money changer nearby.
Sure. As you walk in, you can smell the apple cinnamon candle that's burning in here, and you hear a cheerful ding ding of the bell over the door. The lady behind the counter greets you. Welcome to Judith's Intricacies and Oddities. Nice to meet you. My name's Judith. This is Borgus. Can we help you? And you turn to the dwarf and ask him for a bank. He goes, yeah, down the street. Just, I don't know if there's a money changer.
Amor points to the dwarf and goes, "Is that an intricacy or an oddity?"
Both.
Amor's like, "All right, yeah, never seen a dwarf quite like that before."
Won't ever see one again. I'm one of a kind.
That's cool. But yeah, Sweet August Rose will just look at the others like, I'll be right back. Like I said, I'm getting tired of hauling all this gold around.
So wait a second. We've already split up all the gold, right? I mean, we've taken care of
Yes.
it. Yeah.
I haven't spent any of the gold I have over the course of the entire game, so she has like 10,000 gold.
I got you.
So,
Well,
Yeah, we've split everything up, I
yeah.
believe.
So,
okay.
are you trying to exchange the gold for gems, or what are you trying to do?
Platinum pieces, hopefully.
Okay, sure. You can walk over to the money changer, and they will gladly exchange your gold pieces for platinum pieces. So your coin count will drop by a factor of 10.
Okay. Well, I also have 1,000 GP worth of gems.
Sure.
So I'll have those changed out as well. So, and into platinum. So
The
100
money
platinum.
changer won't do that.
Aw.
He will direct you over to a place called the Black Diamond.
Nice.
And as you are directed over there, he says, the lady there will help you out, and she'll be happy to do so. Her name is Terrell Oleodark. Just have fun. And he's very nervous about sending you there.
I'll thank them and head over there to get the gems changed out.
Sure. Out front of this shop, there is a onyx throne. The throne is made of black gemstone with a bright purple cushion made of velvet on it. There's a man, long white hair hanging from his shoulders, perfectly brushed, and he's currently scrubbing the bottom of the throne with a toothbrush.
Hi, are you the person I need to talk to get these gems turned into coin?
He looks up at you and puts his face on the ground, forehead touching the cobblestones. Coming out from the shop, this woman walks up to you. Come with me. We'll get you exchanged.
Of course.
She walks inside and puts out a black velvet cloth on the counter. What do you have to trade?
I just take out the payment I got for the taking out the demon, or attempting to take out the demon, and put the gems down in front of her.
These are delightful, quite exotic in their cut.
Ah, yes, they're from Shoe.
These.
I'm sorry, what was that? I didn't hear.
I can provide you the full value of your gemstones, as they are quite exotic in their cut, and I believe that they will produce quite a fair price.
Ah, I'm more than happy to take that.
Excellent. And she will count out in platinum your exact currency in gems back to platinum.
Yeah, so it was 1,000. So
Okay.
100 platinum pieces.
100 platinum pieces. She'll
Okay.
put it in a small little bag. Looks like a miniature version of a Crown Royal bag. Slides it over the counter to you as she folds the velvet over the gemstones. Thank you very much. I hope you have a wonderful day.
So I'm probably gonna want to talk to her, but I might have a conversation with her. So it might be let the others do the shopping while I'm doing this.
While you figure it out, of course.
Yeah.
Sorry, breaking character. All right, so we will come back to Terrell and Rose. As you guys are inside of Judas Intricacies and Oddities, it smells nice in here. You guys look to the left, and what you thought was going to be about a 40-foot long shop and small magic shop, it looks like a freaking Costco. There's aisles that go all the way down, and at the distance, you can see aisle 75 in the distance. She smiles. What can I get you for today?
Where's your rapier aisle or sharp pointy object aisle?
I believe that's going to be aisle 53.
Thank you.
So,
Amer's
wait.
pattering down. Oh, what? Huh?
yeah. Wait a second. I'm not so sure. Have you talked to Brennan about what? Are you looking for yourself?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
He goes jogging off on his own. Forget you guys!
I need.
I'm
my pointy weapons are plentiful, but not. I have quantity, not quality. I need some quality.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
So he goes down looking for rapiers. How about the rest of you? Is there anything I can get for you guys?
Yeah, Brennan says, really depends on what you have. I need quite a few items, but the first would be a bow of some type with magical properties.
Oh, we've got many of those. Come with me. And she's going to head down the way and walk over to the bows. And you guys see bows of all sorts of makes and models. You got recurves, straight bows, long bows, crossbows, hand crossbows, short bows. There's Mongolian bows, compound bows. There's composite bows that require strength to use. She's got everything in here.
Nice.
What exactly were you looking for?
So, Brennan, you may
Looking-
want to start with your budget. I mean,
How
Yeah,
much
I've
you looking
Never,
for?
you can never spend too much money on a weapon.
Right. I've spent very little, so I have quite a bit of gold right now. I have about 18,000, I believe.
Wow.
So, but it doesn't need to necessarily be all in a bow. There are other things, armor or gloves, boots, etc. The goal is to find a long bow with magical properties for damage.
Sure. She's going to show you two different bows that she's going to recommend. One costs 3,500 gold, the other costs 4,000 gold. The first one is called an oath bow, and the second one is a +2 longbow.
Let's see what I have. I'm just thinking out loud here. Well, I have longbow +1. I don't have 35,000.
3,500, not 35,000.
3,500. I thought you said 35,000.
3,500.
Got it. Yeah.
For an
So,
oath
yeah, I think just immediately he snatches the oath bow and says, "Thank you."
bow. Okay. She will take the oath bow with you to the front and get you cashed out. For that, at least, she'll put down on a tab. Is there anything else you needed? Perhaps some braces of archery.
Covered with that. Thank you for asking.
Braces of archery are awesome.
Yeah, sure. How about any type of additional cloak, boots, gloves that could help with stealth, speed, climbing, things of that nature.
I have.
Ooh.
I have this
Yeah.
cloak, and she's going to take you down to the cloak aisle where there are mannequins who are showing off the cloaks. And as opposed to simply static mannequins, these mannequins actually move and will pose with the cloaks as you approach. Some of them billow, others lay sexily in different styles. But she walks you up to a cloak that lays a little bit askew as the mannequin is currently climbing the wall. She smiles. This is a specialty that one of our former clients brought in and exchanged.
Tell me more
And
about this. Yeah.
yeah, this is a cloak of Echidna. It is made from drider skin. It allows you to climb on walls. It makes you resistant to poison damage and allows you to do a variety of other things, including cast the web spell.
Okay. And this is a trade-in. So how much are we asking for this item?
5,000 gold.
5,000.
Yes, sir.
I'm reading the chat. Okay. I like this. Let's put this to the side. What
Okay.
other cloaks do you have available?
For Cloak of Elven Kind, I have, which would be another one that is 5,000 gold, and that allows you a bit of more improvement upon your natural tendencies.
Okay. Understood. I think I'm going to
I
take
have
this.
a variety of other things too. I also have a friend here in town named Charnellen who can craft things if this is not to your liking.
Yeah, that's good to know, but I also think now we'll take this item.
Which one? Cloak of Elven Kind or Echidna?
Echidna.
Cool. Awesome. So go ahead and add that to your character sheet.
Okay. And how
That's
much
fine.
was it again?
5,000 gold. And she
6, 7,
currently
8.
only has one of them.
Okay. And then just last, you said Elven Kind. I heard that.
Yep. I'll
have
show
any-
you that one as well.
Yeah. Do you have any maybe boots of Elven Kind?
Oh, those I have a lot of. I have a tribe of elves who recently decided to forego footwear. It's a little odd, but they brought in all their boots. And those would be 2,500 gold.
I'll also take that. 500, 8, 9, 10. So. Okay. Let me check out 10, 8. Lastly, and this would be dependent on what's available, but I'm currently sporting just leather +1 armor and leather padded armor. Do you have anything special in that realm?
Ooh. Well, I have glamored studded leather, which you may find appropriate if you tend to be in the cities much, but judging by your frown, I don't think this is probably for you.
Yeah, just disgusting.
Ooh, I think I do have something that came in from a recent pawning. One moment. I have to pull it up. 1 second. Out of character. Gotta pull up thing. Because I have a lot of homebrew items here that may fit what you're looking for.
Yeah, and I have roughly a little bit more, roughly 7,000 gold.
All right, so all right, 7,000 gold. Um, here we go. She's going to walk you over to the back of the store where her recently turned in items are, and she pulls through a couple of doors and opens one door and then looks inside and pulls up the double doors, and inside is a suit of white armor, and it's in a dragon motif. It's got the actual sculpted face. It looks
No
like
way.
layers of scale armor, but it's made of leather. It's got silver embossed rivets all over. It looks fine. I believe I could part with this for about 7,000 gold.
Brennan says, let's do that.
Okay. So go ahead and add the armor of the snowblind dragon to your character sheet.
Nice.
And he is pretty much broke now.
Okay.
So thank you very much.
Of course.
So what archetype did Brennan take?
Ooh, do we want to tell yet?
Oh,
No.
oh okay.
Okay.
It's fun to have surprises instead of
Oh,
letting
yeah.
the players just figure it out.
Yeah, I was just wondering with that oath bow, that's pretty nice. Use that with favored foe, and then if you took something like Hunter, I mean he's stacking like 4 extra dice on top of every hit.
I
So,
do have favorite enemies, yeah.
Now, the question is, when you attune to the oath bow, we have this wonderful thing that's required on the oath bow, where you actually have to come up with a phrase that you have to say every time you're going to activate the bow. And because it is part of the item, you need to come up with a phrase that you're going to say every time you're going to activate that ability. And that's what the bow looks like.
And you can't
Oh,
just
yeah.
say, I say it. You actually have to say it out loud.
Yeah, you actually have to say it. For example, my Tuesday group has the entire first verse of Bad to the Bone in order to activate the bow.
Yeah.
Exactly.
It's funny every time.
From the day I was born.
Exactly.
That's awesome.
And it's wielded by a small Heron bunny. But every time she wants to use that ability from the day I was born, just all the way through the whole thing, she's got
She
to
says
say,
it with a sigh first. She's like, no, the day that I was born is.
That's awesome.
So, a phrase, I'm not going to tell you what you need to do, but you do need to come up with a phrase, put on your character sheet, and then whenever you're going to do the bow, we'll use that. So, just heads up, roleplay thing that's required for this bow.
Last
For the
question,
comedy, it
please.
has to be at least 2 sentences and have to have at least 2 commas.
This is what I was going to ask. Yeah, when we say phrase, what do we mean? A sentence or a word or
Something more than just a word. It needs to actually be a statement or
Must be an oath.
a war cry, an oath. Yeah, something like that. Something fun. Just have fun with it. Surprise the group with it. It'll be great. But yeah, that is how you activate that bow. I know there's a lot of items that are like, oh, you just activate it. The oath bow actually has a thing where you have to say the oath. So, I mean, like on the bow itself, it has examples of swift defeat to my enemies or swift death to those who have wronged me, etc. Things like that. Those are the ones that are currently on the thing. If you want to use those, that's fine, but I think those are boring.
we'll come up with something.
Yep, cool. All right, so Brennan cashes out and gets himself geared up. The dwarf, Borgus, is going to help you get dressed in the white leather armor, and you will strike quite a commanding presence in this armor as you appear to be just this absolute white dragonborn. Appear to be.
He gives a facial sign of approval, this time like Lone Star.
Awesome. Cool.
Yeah, those are some,
Bona fide. I'm bona fide.
yeah,
Bona fide
those
lodestar.
are some fantastic upgrades. Yeah, that bow is going to be ridiculous later.
Hey, Eric, are there any magical nets?
Magical nets. She would have some.
Like a returning net or something?
Ooh, a returning net. I like that. Yes, she will have a returning net. I don't have one currently, but I will make a returning net. That sounds cool.
Does sound cool.
Then I can yeet it off the boat and not have to fear it sinking to the bottom of the ocean.
Yeah. Yeah, this will be a net +1 that is a returning net. What do we want to call this? It would be a net of
The
recall.
net of less than 1,600 gold.
All right,
Okay,
so
What are the properties of a net? Because a net is very unique, right? It's got reach, and then it can grapple.
yeah, a net of recall is not bad.
Yeah, that sounds cool.
And for 1,600 gold, yeah, I'm cool with that.
Okay, Jerry is down to. I have 1676. So I'll say
Sure.
it costs 1650. I'll be left with 26 gold.
Sure.
So, if you recall the net and somebody's in it, do you drag their ass to you?
No, it's not the teleporting net. That would be an upgrade for this thing. That would be
that's
much
significant
more
upgrade,
expensive.
Yeah.
That would be
Get over here.
huge.
That'd be
you
very
throw
sick.
Net
you throw
of monster
you throw
capture. Yeah.
Yeah, throw the net with reach. It grapples, and then you teleport them in front of you, and they're grappled. Yeah.
Nice
Yeah.
fucking Pokeball.
We're not doing Pokeball.
Ah.
So,
Yeah,
Sure.
go ahead.
So, this is a rather large place on the inside, and I don't think it looked this large on the outside.
It did not.
And this is a lot of stuff in one space. I mean,
Going to add that to your character sheet. Go
I'm
ahead.
interested in how she collected so much and how she protects it. I'm just going to study the place.
Ooh, okay. Roll an investigation. As you roam the aisles, awesome. No one has ever done this, and I love that you're finally doing it. I know that you've wanted to do this as a player for years, literally, but we're finally getting the chance to do this. So, for those of you who don't know, Doug played in my previous Monday Night campaign for 2 years, and is now in here and has a lot of questions about this shop. As Echo goes around the aisles, looking at the various items, almost nothing in this shop is new. Almost every single item in here has signs of wear, like they've been cleaned up and fixed up, charged. All the magic items here are more or less completely filled with charges, with a couple exceptions. But almost every item in here has been brought in by an adventurer and sold to Judith. This is a business and collection that she literally uses to collect magic items. You and I know a little bit more about Judith, Doug.
Yeah.
But she is collected and acquired these things through trade. She will obviously buy for less than she sells, thus increasing her collection through trade as opposed to other acquisition methods.
Okay. So,
But yeah, she's literally just running a business.
so I think I'd like to offer her to take a look at the Ground Dweller shield and
Ooh.
and see if she can tell me anything about it or if it's of any interest to her. It has some interest in me.
Yeah.
I do understand
Alright.
a little bit of its background, but I just I have a feeling with somebody with this amount of stuff at her disposal, she has to know something.
All right, this is the shield?
Yeah, it's the Ground Dweller shield. Yeah.
Yep. All right. She looks at you as you produce the shield, and she suddenly gets very serious. Perhaps we should take a bit of a break. And she's going to come around the corner of the display and guide you and the rest of your party out of the shop for the moment as Borges grabs a small table and a tea cart to go outside into the street.
That's new.
As you guys go out into the street, she sits down on a folding chair and begins to pour tea for whoever would like some.
Yeah, Echo will have some tea.
Cool. How about the rest of you guys?
Did I get dragged along as well?
She's not going to leave anyone in the shop unattended.
Okay. So, yeah.
Yeah. Cecilia is
Obviously not Amir.
fucking yeah, absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. Cecilia is honestly enchanted. So yeah, she's gonna take some tea.
Okay. Those of you who drink the tea will gain inspiration.
Oh, yeah.
So, about that shield. And it's an amazing piece. I don't know where you got it, but it brings back a lot of memories. A lot of memories. You see, these were wielded by people that decided that they wanted to rebel against the authority of oppressors from the sky. They were brave. They tried to do what they thought was justice. They wanted to rid the skies of unfair cultural appropriation and domination from powers that superseded their own. They rose up. They created excellent examples of weapons and armor from the ores and materials that they found upon the ground on the surface of Toivoa. This shield specifically was made of a meteorite that landed here. It's an amazing piece. As far as this specific shield, I'm not familiar with this specific one, but there are many like it. They are very good at defending their wielder, and frankly, they are very good at assisting in killing those people who would oppress the weak. In the right hands, this shield can be used as an offensive weapon.
Really?
Indeed. It has the ability, when handled properly, to be thrown at great distances. And she will reach over, and behind it, as she flips it over, she will press a indentation on the back of the shield that you had never noticed before. It could have just been part of the embossing process, but she presses it, and as she does so, blades pop out of the edge of the shield.
Ah, right.
Oh, wow. And it can be thrown.
It could be thrown if you were trained in doing so. To do so without training, you risk taking your own shoulder off. They're very brutal weapons, and she presses the indentation again, and the blades retract. But to be thrown at a skyborn creature, you could take the shield and throw it through a dragon's wing, and thereby ground the dragon, and then it would lose its advantage upon you. You threw it against a fiend, same thing. Angels, you could clip their wings.
Is it purely mechanical, or is there a magical nature? Because I did identify it, but did not.
It is a purely mechanical system.
Oh. Nasty.
Yeah, from the stories that we've at least been told, Echo, the ground dwellers did not have magic, or at least from my version of the story. Only the Skyborn had magic at the time, and had robbed the lower tier in my story from their opportunity. So it had to be mechanical.
I don't know, Eric. Does that jive with what I know?
I'm sorry, that the ground dwellers did not have magic. The ground dwellers absolutely had magic, but they had limited forms of it. They didn't have access to all magic,
Right.
and
right.
most of it was shamanistic in nature. The magics that the ground dwellers dealt with was mostly earthen, fire, and water, where the air magics and thunder and lightning were controlled by the
Yeah.
Skyborn.
Okay. Yeah, that makes sense. Well, this is. Why did we have to come outside to talk about this device?
She smiles. Some questions I would rather not answer yet. After all, we just met. Again.
Of course. I
Can
don't
I
think that. Oh, go
wait?
ahead.
Why did she say again?
I'm sorry, I didn't
Eric.
catch that. Did she say again?
Eric, why did
What?
she say again?
Huh?
Yeah,
I
go
don't know
ahead.
what you're talking about.
Yeah, go ahead. No.
Yeah.
I'm not asking. I'm not asking as a player. I'm asking as a character.
As the character,
I'm asking as a
as
character.
Cecilia, you ask her why she says again.
No,
smiles.
that's what I say on the inside of my brain.
Okay.
I'm like, why did she ask? Why did she say again?
Oh, in your brain, you're not asking her. Okay.
I didn't catch it.
Fuck it, I'll say it out loud. Why did you say again? Have you met Echo before?
I have met many people before. I have not met this kobold before, but there's something about an old soul that reminds me of someone who I once met.
I look at Echo. Not gonna out him, obviously. You can talk the way that you want to talk. But a look of recognition.
So I have absolutely no desire to keep this shield. Would you be interested in it?
I would. At least as a memory.
Okay.
What would you say would be a fair price?
Well, you tell me. I think you know its value more than I do. I just don't have much value for it.
Well, if we're done with the stories, we can go inside and conduct business. After all, she looks around. The money's inside.
Yes, and yeah, absolutely. Let's go inside.
Cool. She goes inside, and Borges will clean up the tea cart and fold the table and fold the chairs, and he's going to be grudgingly doing things for about 4 minutes. While she goes inside, and she's going to offer you, as you guys go back into her shop, it's and you guys go back into the apple cinnamon smell. The price for this, she's going to offer you 6,000 gold for the shield.
Yeah, I don't haggle with that. That's
Okay.
perfectly fine.
And she smiles. Thank you very much. This will, I'm sure, prove useful to someone in the future.
Yeah, perhaps. I hope not to see it again.
Very well. She slides it behind the counter, and you won't see it again for now. I can't say anything about battle royales, but hey, look, for now.
Man, that would be nasty. Yeah, I don't think there's anything I'm shopping for right now. I think I have everything yeah, so I'm done. Cecilia?
Oh, I'm sorry. What? I'm still Echo, we have to talk. I feel you're a bit dense in this moment. I think you're focused on the money, and you missed some. We'll talk about it later. Yes. Judith, you are divine.
I think this went right over. I don't know if it went right over Echo's head, but Doug is trying not to see more than Echo sees at the moment. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So,
All right.
I don't think Echo. I definitely didn't hear her say the word again. I mean, Doug didn't hear it. So.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, I definitely said it.
And you also didn't hear her pause from memories. I just figured that you would just, well, we'll talk about it at the end then some other time.
Yep.
Above the table.
Good.
Eric. Well, no, I'll ask about this later. I'll go back into character. Hello, my name is Sophia Evangeline Credence II. I'm from Peru. Very nice to meet another woman.
Cecilia Evangeline Credence II.
There's something there's something intense about you. Where do you hail from? You're unique in your look.
The land that I come from no longer exists, I'm afraid.
Yes, but it lives. The name of it lives in a memory in your skull, I'm sure. Why don't you share it with me?
I would rather not. After all, we just met.
She gives like a very priest smile that goes across her face very slowly. And I'm looking forward to getting to know you much better.
Perhaps in time. Trust is earned, not given.
She nods and keeps that smile. Yeah,
that is
maybe
a very interesting artifact you have there.
Oh, which one? The one that I'm hiding beneath my breastplate that I'm very used to seeing, or the one that's attached to my hip?
The one on your hip there.
Do you deal in information on artifacts?
Very rarely do I deal in information. You may wish to inquire with a gentleman known as Mr. Verm. He is a bookstore gentleman who does a lot of research. Owns a small private library down the street.
Thank you for your
Nor.
information. I do want to buy a pair of boots.
As Brennan sits there twanging his bow.
Twang -5. Very nice. Brennan, I'm trying to hit on this woman.
Yeah, I was gonna say, as you're having a serious conversation, you see a net fly over you and try to wrap around Aimer.
In the background, Amer's getting netted. Yep.
I hear just like
I'm trying to shop here.
I hear like the clashing of like shit falling off of shelves, and I'm just like that pasted smile on my face as my eyes close as everything breaks and opens back up.
Yeah, it's like a Kmart. Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
like little kids with toys.
Exactly.
Please excuse.
It's the kitty aisle all over again during Christmas.
Okay, I'm done flirting. Eric, how much are a pair of boots of Vigilance? I have them written down for 3K. That's what you've quoted to me from Judas in the past.
I believe so. Let me check.
Boots of the Vigilant, I guess.
Where was it? Do I have Boots of Vigilance?
Boots of the Vigilant, I believe, actually.
Vigilant.
Yeah, it's a critical role.
Boots of the Vigilant. Here we go. Yeah, I'm cool with that.
Okay. And also,
yes.
Amy are shopping for very pointy things. What is the likelihood that weapon that I made for him is in this bin of things that she has collected from adventurers? I made that rapier for him a long time ago. What's the likelihood of it that it would be here?
The rapier, which rapier?
It's called Bicker, B-I-C-K.
Oh.
I believe you can search it.
Bicker?
Yes. I can post it if you want me to.
Yes, please.
Okay, I have to go find it. Oh, I guess it is just in my stuff.
Yeah.
Bow, 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 bow.
Because I don't think Bicker's going to be in there if I remember right. No, that is going to be in her collection. Yes. Don't ask me how much it's going to cost because you don't want to know.
Oh, that rapier on the wall. How much is that going to cost?
She smiles. To sell that to you? I'm not sure I'd like to, frankly, until I know you better.
Amber goes, "What about me?" and smiles.
Roll a persuasion check, sir.
Can I give the help action?
If you give
We're
the
tag
help
teaming
action,
it.
he gets disadvantage.
Oh, come on. Okay, sure.
Because it's you. If anyone else gives the help action, they're fine. But because it's Cecilia, Evangeline, Credence, and the text of the item, that's why.
How does everybody know that I'm from this very secret organization? Doesn't matter.
And so
Whatever.
is anyone is that
Because
helping
you've got
me?
the freaking mask, you've got the
No,
bearing.
I'm not helping.
I said, as anyone else?
Okay, so a 21. All right, so the items. All right, I did figure out the cost on this, and I have it here. So the cost of it was going to be the 4,000 gold times a keen weapon item, which is 10,000 gold, so 40, and then a weapon of speed. So
A weapon of speed for the once a day thing?
It's
once a day. Is it once a day? Okay.
Yeah, it's once a day.
Once a day. So once a day, once a day would be only 4,000 more. So 44,000 gold.
Amer ponders. Well, let's see what I have. And he opens his cloak, and he's his armory underneath there.
Mm-hmm.
And he pulls out 2 scimitar handles.
Oh yeah, baby.
Uh-huh.
He goes, well, I happen to have. Would these interest you at all? And he lays them down.
I've seen
for her to
them
take a look at.
before. Interesting. Where did you find them?
I believe we found them in a cemetery.
I
A
believe they were
mausoleum, if you will.
yeah, a
You
reliquary.
didn't run into a halfling at that cemetery, did you?
I can't say we ran into too many living mortal creatures there.
Did you see any gravestones?
It was a mausoleum that was full of graves.
Did you check any of the names?
No, I don't think we did.
To be honest with you, it was a mausoleum of the Jozozai, so I don't know how many halflings would have been there.
Yeah, if you want the names, I have them for you.
Thank
but
goodness.
Did you really write them down?
He never gave me like an actual list of names, but I think that Cecilia would have.
Yeah.
They were all
Actually,
before she
Cecilia
knew.
did say when you guys were in the mausoleum that she went around and did rubbings on all the names.
Ah, that's right. She did, didn't she?
Yep.
Wow.
Yeah, and you
Holy
all
smokes.
did make fun of me for it. I will remind you. So anyway,
But
continuing.
she, as you mentioned that, she's going to ask, may I see the list?
Oh, you're currently interested? Of course. Yeah.
And she will slide you 5 gold pieces in order to look at the list. And she will
I don't
look through the
understand
list
wrestling tradition
very
altogether.
carefully. As these 2 handles are sitting on the display case, she goes through the list of names in the mausoleum. And she pores over every single name, checking all of them. And at the end, she looks up at you. Thank you. That's at least a relief. Her name's not here.
Who are you looking for?
An old friend.
Transparent. Thank you.
An old friend named Thistletop, who I've not seen in a long time.
And she was the previous owner of these?
Yes, they were.
She sounds like a blast.
I'm really surprised.
If you didn't have inspiration, Madison, I'd give it to you.
Mwah.
All right.
I'm really, did those can come in handy? Aren't you using those, Amir?
They take 2 attunement slots.
They take 2 attunement slots.
It's each one is its own attunement slot.
Oh,
They're
wow.
hard to
Okay.
balance out.
Yeah, I actually really like them, but they also don't fit like the feat structure I have and stuff like that. All considering, so I've been hanging on to them in case of swapping them in and out. But it's hard to swap in attuned items on the fly 'cause it takes like 2 hours. It's just...
Yep. Well, she's going to offer you for the pair of them 14,000 gold pieces.
14,000.
30,000 left if you want that rapier.
So I haven't seen the rapier yet.
It's right there in roll 20.
Oh,
Let's see.
well, I definitely am.
I'll
see.
pitch in if you want it.
Yeah,
Maybe.
Amer's gonna start. He's gonna start putting up the other random things he has as
Sure.
well that he's picked up. Let's see, I've got there. I guess it's just like I got +1 leather, +1 like light crossbow, and +1 short sword. So nothing too big.
Yeah. For each of those, she's going to give you 800 gold.
We're at, let's see, that's about. And then I've got
Ooh.
10,000 on hand.
Nice.
We have multiple crates of cosmetics that we need to sell anyway. Maybe some of that can go to this, but I can give you 6,000 gold just off my person, mainly as apology for. Well, you can just take it.
I think I definitely owe you plenty of apologies as well.
So
Amer goes.
Go ahead.
Amer goes, well, with this I have 16,000. He throws in, a couple other little things. So let's see, that's 18,500. Then the rapiers together about 33. He said it was 44.
Yes, she did.
Oh, I almost fell out
Is
of
there a
the
way
chair.
I can check to see what what would be like a considerable appraisal for the like me wanting to see what the prices for these scimitars would be in my own brain to see if I'm getting a good deal, if you will. Insight?
Roll an insight, yeah. Yeah, seems fair.
Well, I'm definitely interested, but I'm gonna need a little bit more money before I come back here.
Well,
Because
I don't expect anyone else to purchase it. Would you like me to simply hold it for you?
I would enjoy that. Yes, please.
Very well. And she will put a tag on it. Little, white string tab with a little piece of paper on it. And she will put hold for Amer 44,000 gold.
So is the once a day the disadvantage? So when you take the attack, you get the additional attack, each turn.
No, the dish. So
Just one.
It's
Yeah,
one
additional
one
attack
extra
once
attack.
a
It's the
day.
fact that it's a keen weapon that makes it expensive.
the once a day is the disadvantage that you impose on somebody, right?
Right. And the extra
Yeah,
10.
it's a +2 magic weapon that's keen, essentially.
Yeah.
And then you just get this additional attack.
I got you.
Yeah.
And I need you to share that with the community so I can add it to my list.
Okay. I don't know
So
how to
that's
do that.
pretty-
I'll figure it out.
It's pretty cool. I think if used right, that's pretty dangerous.
It is. Keen weapons are gross.
It was literally built for Amir.
All right. Anything else you guys need to do at Judith's?
So I'm interested in learning about enchanting items, disenchanting and enchanting items. Where would I?
And you'd like to
start
talk to Borgus. He's the master enchanter here.
Okay.
I don't have Borgus's art yet because the artist that I paid for that flaked out on me and took my money.
Oh.
So I am still waiting for Borgus art to come in. But Borgus looks over at you. So you need an enchanter's kit. Enchanter's 101, huh? Let's go over here. And he goes down to aisle 2, and he gives you a wooden box, and inside there's a couple of wands, there's some little containers of powders, etc. that will give you the basic materials, and then he puts a book on top of that, and he goes, there, that's Enchanting 101. Now study that every day for about 7 days and practice it well. It'll be okay.
So where is book 201?
201, he reaches down, pulls it up, thump, puts it on top.
And how long did it take you to go through that material?
The 201 takes 14 days.
All right, what about 301?
Fun. 6 months.
6 months. Yes, I'll take the lot.
Okay. So each book is 100 gold. The enchanting kit itself is 200 gold. So you've got a grand total of 500 gold there.
All right, money well spent. Thank you.
Eric,
Yes, sir?
so do you get half value here if you sell items?
She usually gives more than half, usually between 60 to 80%.
All right. Amer he has his whole pile gathered up. He pulls a ring off his finger as well.
Uh-oh. Which ring are you pulling off your
yes.
finger?
Ring of
Yeah, that'll do it.
Mind shielding.
mind shielding.
Ooh, okay.
That's a good one too.
Shit. He had a ring of mind shield this whole time. Those are really good.
Hey, we've had a ring of invisibility, mind shielding, and freedom of movement, and I think gave all 3 of them up.
Hey, well, to be fair, I think we still have the ring of invisibility.
All right. She will give you
you pay for the other
12,800 gold. So make it 13,000 for that.
Okay, so that's 27, and then
I love you going for this so hard. It's so much fun.
Okay, I'm pulling out the calculator here. So we're at 27,000. So then plus 2,400.
You're 3 short.
I was looking through here. I had more. Oh,
What do you need?
Amer wants this rapier real bad.
I was calculating this out in my head. Plus the 6K from Cecilia. I thought I was closer than that.
It has.
No, you already have it. You have 20. You said you have 27 plus your own 10K plus 6K from me. That's
So 27 plus, let's see, 9,500 plus
43, right?
2,400. Then equals. I hate touchpads. Let's do that. 27 plus, not equals. 9,500. Wait, I'll
This is
have
hurting my
computer next
feelings.
This is Aimer like in character at the counter.
He's fucking counting out one piece of gold at a time. Hey man, I'm
Yeah.
telling you, like we already
Okay.
have enough. Judith
Okay,
said we had enough.
Aimer puts it all there. I'm just calculating it all here.
Sure.
And so I only need to borrow 5,100 from Celia.
From me?
Yes.
5,100. Oh, perfect.
5,100.
I mean, it's worth it to reclaim a priceless artifact from my people. She says to Judith.
She gives you a cold smile.
I return it. You know, I thought you were a lot more cute before you became difficult. Quite a horde you've got here.
Thank you.
Yeah, that smile didn't warm up any. I'll throw 5,100 in cords of coins. So ropes
Sure.
and coins, not in whatever the fuck they do here,
Sure.
bags.
Yep.
Onto the
Ropes and
table.
coins onto the counter. She
You have to maintain
smiles.
your
She
culture
doesn't
somehow.
bother counting it. She knows it's all there. And so, for 44,000 gold, you buy yourself the fanciest sword you have ever seen.
And I will probably never upgrade this weapon until Aimer dies.
Probably not. There's a chance, though. There is a fancier sword out there, but I don't think you're going to find it.
But that's part of the reason Echo's getting involved in enchanting to begin with is part of the fun is if you can upgrade your own weapons. So maybe we'll do our own upgrade.
Yep.
If we can figure it out.
Yep.
Also, Amir, just according to the text, when I made this, there is a diamond at the point of this. So in case you ever die, I will be taking off the tip of your sword to revive you.
Remember, Aimer still actually has a diamond worth 5,000 gold around his neck.
I do not care about that diamond. I care about the diamond at the end of your sword that I will be stabbing you with and using as a reagent.
Yeah.
Okay.
Which was
I'm not gonna lie.
the design.
All right. So you guys have purchased the sword. Anything else you guys need from Judith? No?
Tapped.
All right. She will wish you all a good day. Have a wonderful time out in the town. And do come back when you have some items to trade. As you guys walk out into the street, the bell jingles, and you guys...
I don't think we're going to be back in this town. Not anytime soon, anyway.
Well, don't you guys want to check out the library and do nerd things to?
So no, actually, I got my nerd things. So I think I'm good there. Let's where do we need to go?
Well, I do want to go to the library, but that doesn't need to be right now. I want to go to the Knuckle Dusters. That sounds fun.
You see Aimer just admiring the rapier. He's just like looking down the blade at how clean it is. He's just walking forward, kind of like almost not even paying attention to his surroundings, just like basically drooling on the sword.
Hey,
Cool.
Look at me in the eyes. If you lose that, I will kill you.
If I lose this, I'm already dead.
I mean, yes, that's fair. It's a really nice sword. I mean, with
As
the
you
money
guys
that
are-
cost, he could probably buy his own castle.
So as you guys are walking along, you guys are going to be approached because you guys are a little distracted by the sword that he's carrying by a gentleman in bright shining armor. Ah, well, delightful day to you, ladies, gentlemen. You're new in town, aren't you?
Can't act out of character. Aimer doesn't say anything. He's too busy staring at the sword.
It's a mighty fine blade. Ah, it's amazing what they come up with nowadays. I believe that's a holy weapon, isn't it? One of those Joseph's Eye weapons from that infernal place across the sea.
Oh, Cecilia steps up immediately. Where the fuck is your master? She needs to keep a bit of a shorter leash on you.
Yeah, that place
No.
does suck.
He smiles at you. Master? I have no master. After all, we don't like having slaves here in Nausha. You aren't from around here, are you?
Obviously, because we're well behaved, unlike yourself.
The venom of a woman to be admired and pitied. Such a shame.
Hey, remember that conversation we had last night, Cecilia?
Yeah, and remember, you got into a bar fight to let off negative emotions because you can't meditate those away.
Oh, were you all over at the Shattered Jackal? Such a filthy place. You're the individuals who caused such a ruckus. Well, then I've found the people I was looking for. I need to, please understand, this is simply a warning. I ask that you not participate in such roughhousing and vandalism as you've done so already.
I'm not even there.
What if we just admired the vandalism while drinking and cheering it on?
That would be an accessory. So please, discourage your fellow adventurers. And why are you walking away? Come back. I am admonishing you. And he will stand there in the middle of the market as you guys walk away from him. Just don't do it again.
Amer looks back and says, take some lessons from her on admonishing people. She's way better at it than you.
Peasants. And he will turn. His cloak billows wildly in the sun, and he will walk off to find his next filthy peasant to admonish.
I'm telling you, Sweet August Rose, you can't.
What?
You can't stand up for these people. What? Oh, you were talking to me. I thought you were
that was out of character. I'm still at the money change or the crystal drow lady. Like I haven't talked to her.
Amer looks silly. That guy's he's a douchebag. He was here last time I was here too. His head is so far up his own ass. Like he's got literally got tonsils.
For a dick.
No, he's got tonsils for teeth. That's what he sounds like. That's why he talks like that.
Was that a previous player character?
No, Ronaldus is mine, unfortunately.
What of your player character, or what of your characters that you play?
One of my characters. I'm sorry.
Oh hell yeah! That makes this way funnier, honestly.
Oh, it absolutely is. Most of the NPCs you guys run into are former player characters of either mine or one of my players. And Ronaldus, I played Ronaldus in a one-shot, and my own party attacked me. It was glorious.
He's a fighter, right?
It was 10 minutes in, and they're like, we're attacking Eric's character. They bound me, put me in a closet, and locked me in for the rest of the session. It was great. All right, so we're going to go ahead and have the camera pan back over to Miss Rose, as she is still over at the Black Diamond talking to Terrell Oleodark.
Oh, right, but while she's counting out the gems and making sure everything's all right, I'm just because I noticed that she's a drow, and I just asked. So, how long have you been living in Nausha?
Approximately 23 years.
Oh, so you haven't been here that long then. Oh.
Not that long.
Oh, I see. Are you from the Underdark?
No. I'm from a bit further away.
Like what? Corlin?
No, further than that, you could. She looks at you. Roll a persuasion check to get her to open up to you.
I was just seeing. Let's see. It looks like she doesn't have the.
Ooh, okay. She looks at you. I don't know why I'm opening up to you like this, but I'm originally from Rathus.
I have no idea what that is.
Out
Out of character or in character? I don't know. Like, is that something?
Bam! Down here, you have Rathus.
Oh. I know nothing about that place other than it's a name on a map.
This is the first time anybody has mentioned it in any campaign.
Yeah, I mean that's what Suarez Rosa said. Like that's that large island to the southeast. I don't think
Indeed.
I've never seen or heard anything about that place.
It's a dreary and oppressive place. I tried to leave there and go to the land of Shu, where I got these acquisitions, but I found that the people there judge you quickly by the color of your skin and your behavior when it comes to tolerance of males.
Oh God. She like they're connecting right now. So she just sighs. Oh gosh, tell me about it. It's so weird. No, I understand completely. So you have I'm guessing that was what within the last 50 years or so you've done that.
Yes.
Okay, all right. All
I
right.
was in Shu for approximately 46 years.
Okay. All right. Forgive me for my curiosity. If forgive me for prying. I was just curious.
You are forgiven.
Well, it was a pleasure to meet you. Like August Rose says, as she tidies up her coins and puts it in her pouch.
Where do you hearken from? You seem
well.
somewhat familiar.
She looks down at the G and like kind of lifts it up, or the gi and lifts it up. As you can see, I was also in Shu for quite a long time.
Indeed, but there's something about your accent that belies something Western.
Yeah. Yeah. Surprised you could pick up on that. I was in Shu for a very long time.
You'd be surprised what these ears can hear.
No, I was just born in Bourbon.
Ah, I see.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah,
and she looks at you suspiciously.
Suspiciously? Why is she suspicious? Look, it's just like, it's nice to meet a fellow traveler, someone who wanted to leave a shitty place behind.
I understand. Pleasure doing business with you. And
Yes.
she holds out her hand, and her hands are cold when she shakes your hand. It's that have you ever shaken a woman's hands who's just like icy cold hands? It's like that Karen hands,
Like
no offense to anyone named Karen, but there is this handshake that is just ice cold that some people have.
Man, imagine what her feet must feel like.
Yeah.
I get that enough. You don't even remind me about cold feet. Oh.
Yeah, just drain the heat right out of you.
Does Star have a foot fetish? I'm confused. Wait, where did we? Your hands are this cold. Your feet must be frigid.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, I mean, it's just... anyways, what was I saying? All right, yeah, she shakes her hand and it's just a pleasure to meet. What was her name again?
Terrell Oleodark, and I will go ahead and get that spelling for you here. Copy. Paste. There you go.
Sweet Ass Rose shakes her hand and just says, from one traveler to another, may we meet again someday. And she shakes her hand.
Okay.
And yeah, she'll just leave. Yeah, because
cool. So as you walk back out into the street, your party is walking by just now. As they walk away from Ronaldus Basil of the Blue Cloaks. And that's where we're going to end for tonight, as I don't have time to get you guys through another encounter with another NPC.
Okay.
But next week, I assume that we are going to get you guys headed in the direction of Mr. Verm's shop and potentially move on from there, either back to the ship, pick up a gig, whatever you guys want to do. We'll figure it out next week.